What up, what up, what up? We're live. What's going on, everybody? How we doing this evening? Sunday night. Lots to talk about. Come on in, have a seat, and let's talk.
They always say stay at home for 10 hours and do what anymore? And then go back to work.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in and have a seat. Smokey! What's up? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, both my legs.
What up, what up, what up? Yep, I gotta tweet it out. Give me a moment, Smokey. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get this out there so everybody can see me. That's all. I'm doing, brother. I'm doing. I am doing, sir.
Balloon people and all they're going to do is wrap my legs and try to get some of this water out.
Been an interesting day.
Igor says she is a big fan. Well, I imagine she did.
Give me 1 second.
Wait a minute, I just had a break from work. Well, I imagine she did. Let's see. Hey, Reese, I see you in there. Yes, there will be a panel today. We got 114 in here. I would like to see at least 95. Right?
All right. There's one. If you're on Twitter, Smokey, I'd appreciate if you would retweet that for me if you don't mind. And whoever the other two peeps are in here, or three people, drop a comment, say hey, or not, whatever you want to do. Welcome here, whoever you are, though. There must be some guest mob peoples, or just some people not wanting to establish who they are. And that's okay with me. Everybody's welcome, except, of course, we know who. And come on in and say hey. What up, Bowser? What's good? What's bad? You're cool. Lazy, my friend. How are you? How are you? Thanks, Smokey. I appreciate it. Ah, there he is. I was wondering where my partner was. Hold on a minute, guys. Let's get the man, the myth, the legend. Let's get him up here. This is the other guy. We've been called Starsky and Hutch, I guess. So make of it whatever you want. How's it, G? Yeah, there's the poplar. There's the popper. Maybe we should just change the name to this altogether and just call it Dago and the Popper. Dago and the Popper. Kind of turned into kind of like a podcast per se, I guess you could say.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Evening, brother.
Yeah, I almost missed your thing. I've been during Doug's stream, which I gotta ask you about that. But during his stream, I got a little busy on Twitter and sent some stuff out.
Right.
And
yeah, I called out Fat Ass to have him get up on stream. So of course he didn't do it.
Hey, Bowser.
No. Actually, you know what? I do need to go back to the Super Bowl just out of curiosity because I am in Ohio and I want the Ohio team to win. So let's see what's up.
I was just curious if you seen any of my comments in that stream.
A couple of them, yeah.
Okay. I just kind of got the impression that maybe I was hidden for some reason.
Oh no, you were in there, but they don't. Doug doesn't respond to anybody really. Fucking hell yeah, 20. Cincinnati got 20. This is nice. Anyway,
Yeah,
Doug doesn't really respond to anybody. Yeah. Oh shit. Nice pass. Shit. Doug doesn't respond to anybody he's not like real like familiar with. And Charlie was wired tonight, as you could tell, and I don't think he could clearly see. He had to get on his phone and check it out, but he couldn't really see what was going on with the comments for a while. So yeah, and he was wired. He was all over the place. He wanted to do a little bit of let's walk down memory lane and kind of, I think he was feeling Doug out based on the questions he was asking him to kind of see how Doug felt about certain scenarios and whatnot. So it was, I didn't think it was going to be very long. I think Doug is on a plan that only allows him to go so long on his, and plus I think he gets tired too. So,
well, what I was curious about, I made a comment that I thought was kind of funny myself.
Most of them usually are what you say, but which one was it?
But nobody replied to it, so I went ahead and dropped a super chat.
I seen that, and then the comment was removed.
That's what I thought. That's what I was.
What was the comment?
Shit. What was it? It was something to the effect of,
cool.
Like
Thanks,
just saying. I think Hot Lips is JP and Drag. There's too many similarities, and then like a thinking emoji as a joke.
I know why they removed that right there, because Doug is a little touchy about that kind of shit and does have a tendency to get it. They were just trying to avoid any kind of confrontational shit, since she came on and blowed that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was while she was in the call.
Yeah,
or while she was in the stream. And my thoughts, and I actually said this, my thoughts, I'm not going to trust, and I'm not going to associate with anybody that I see over there being buddy with JP or or Isaac or any of them guys. So it's, from my standpoint, fuck Hot Lips.
I agree. And Charlie didn't really want to apologize to her. You could see it in his eyes and hear it in his voice. He was doing that for the love of Doug, and that's all he was doing out of respect for Doug, period. So she knows what the fuck she did, how she did it, and why she did it. I don't give a fuck what she says. I'm not falling for that bullshit, that the same old fucking shit that JP says. What's up, darling? Welcome in. Welcome here. Welcome. Hey. Well, I don't know what the fuck I just said anyway. So yeah, she knows what she's fucking doing.
Yeah.
And there's no two ways about it. I told you guys the other night, she is trying to get herself up there and out there. She played with the fucking devil. She got fucking burnt, and there it is. You know what I mean? Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Tyler. Yeah, I'm kind of jumping over and checking the score, but I'm not pulling up on my TV. I just honestly, with some of the stuff that's happened
off to the side.
I have like strong feelings on certain topics and everything, and I can't show support, even though I have a team, or I used to have a team. Right. I can't show support for the NFL as a whole over certain things that they've done in the past. Did you say of course you said Packers. Of course you said Packers.
It doesn't matter.
Fucking cheeseheads.
Forever. Like I ooze cheese out of my.
Listen. I got you. I get it. And you know what? When the Browns, I don't know how many people in here know this, but years ago, the Cleveland Browns, their fucking owner, Art Modell, sold them, which is where the Baltimore Ravens came from. And we didn't have a team here for 2-3 years, I think it was. And then they came back out as we're not an expansion team, the Browns, okay? So I didn't have anybody. I love fucking football. Like, I love my family. And I had nothing to watch. And so I started following the Packers because they were the closest thing I could find to a hometown steel mill
Mm,
town type football team. Okay,
okay.
and so when I'm not watching the Browns, I'm rooting for the Packers. I'll tell you right now, I love them. Um,
Woo! I
I
knew I liked
do.
you.
I'm not and you're not gonna like me after I say this. And you're probably gonna be mad after I tell you the other part of this too. I was kind of irritated with Aaron Rodgers this year because of that COVID bullshit. But
I mean, everybody's annoyed with Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers this
yeah,
year, including
but
Packer fans. I
yeah,
think.
oh yeah. But there is a rumor, and I seen it, and it was semi-verified that he's talking to the Browns about coming over here this next year.
Adios. You can go.
Well,
He's
I'll
starting
take.
to give me. He's starting to give me Brett Favre vibes. When Brett Favre used to like retire and then come back and then retire and
Uh huh.
then come back
Oh yeah.
and then he got all pissy because they kind of stopped using him as their starter and kind of started working out Aaron Rodgers.
Mhm.
And then he got, yeah.
Well, I'll take it.
Aaron Rodgers is starting to give me that same vibe. He thinks he owns the team and they should listen to him and take him like he's a king. And
Well, see, that won't fly over here.
football.
That's the thing. I will not fly over
Yeah.
here, and I'll take him. I'll take his quarterback arms and his legs, and I'll take. We need that over here because they beat the fuck out of our quarterback this year.
I mean, if they're going to get him, they better get him soon because I think he's
Yeah.
on the decline a little bit. He's
Well, of
getting up
course.
there in age, and he's
Well, I think he
You know,
thinks he's
is-
Tom Brady. I think
it-
that's what it is.
and I was just going to say, as good as he is, he's not a Tom Brady.
Exactly. Definitely not. That's
But
one I hate.
out of curiosity, are you also a Brewers fan, Rachel?
I am.
Ew.
I root for the home team.
All right.
Well,
She's going backstage, guys. No, I'm just
I-
kidding.
I don't. A lot of the teams that I like, back when I used to follow hockey, and I'm talking back in like Patchqua days.
Oh, wow.
I was a big Avalanche fan, out of Colorado. Never lived in
Okay.
Colorado. I've been to Colorado a handful of times, but so I don't. Like I guess it really wouldn't be considered my local team, but the team from my state I can't stand. It's in football. I'm a Cubs fan.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you hurt my whole soul.
What the fuck did you just say?
I
Did you
am
say-
a Chicago
You're
die.
going backstage. What the fuck?
My entire life, I was raised following certain sports teams, as far as football, baseball, college, and I kind of went along with what I was raised as. And my dad was a diehard Cubs fan, and I started watching the Cubs back in the mid '80s, and I became a huge
hard.
Mark Grace fan.
Absolutely, Morty. I agree 100%.
So I live about, I'm going to say, I can see, I'm going to just call it Miller Park because that's what this whole family and whatever.
Yeah.
I live I can see it actually from the front of my house.
Okay.
It's a little bit of in the distance. And I know when they're playing the Cubs to stay away.
Yeah.
Because they fight. There's always fist fights or something going on. Like
There always
people
has been.
There
Oh,
was
for-
and I mean it's a short travel from Chicago also, but I remember
Mhm.
back what year was it when the Cubs won the World Series? 2017 or 2017, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that year, if I remember correctly, that year they were kind of battling it out with Milwaukee. I think
Mhm.
Milwaukee had a good team that year. I
They're the
think
only one.
It's a fucking
Uh,
you don't deserve
but-
to be there, motherfucker.
I remember like later in the season when they were really going at it, and just watching it on TV and just hearing like it was crazy. It was, I mean, I know they're close enough where they can travel and everything, but
The hell is that?
I started hearing Miller Park, I guess, called Wrigley North. That's what the
Oh yeah! Wow.
that's what the announcers. But there were games where I'm like, there were so many Cubs fans there.
Go Bengals.
Yeah. It's because it's a close. It's not a far drive for Chicago fans.
No,
Don't mind me, by the way. I'm back here bitching because fucking Beckham, bitch ass Beckham, Odell Beckham Jr. is at the fucking Super Bowl right now. Who he couldn't perform nothing for us when we had him at the beginning of the fucking season, and then now this bullshit. You know, like I hope they fucking lose because of that. He don't deserve a fucking ring. I hate those guys that'll fucking jump on a bandwagon just to get a fucking ring. You know, it's bullshit. Lazy fucker, got all that money and didn't want to do nothing. He kept, my ankle hurts, my knee hurts, I can't do it. I don't want to play. Like, go fucking home.
Yeah, Morty. I didn't think for a second that Isaac would jump up on panel with them. But when Doug started getting, I think it was a Skype call.
That's when Hot Lips called in. Yeah,
I could see Isaac doing that, but I don't see him. I mean, not that he won't ever jump up on panel.
He will never jump up on panel.
No, he ain't gonna get up. Not with those two. No way in hell.
No.
Not by himself. No way in hell.
Not unless it's on his channel.
Right, and it's got to have his people there. He won't do it. I tweeted directly at him and said, "Dude, get up on fucking panel with them. Hash it out. Get it out. Come on, be a man. Do it." He didn't fucking respond to nothing.
Marvin, which woman are you talking about? You said there's a woman on Charlie's stream that said she's out.
Said she's what?
She's out. Yeah, I'm not. But I mean, yeah, Dis did quit.
Oh, you haven't been here for a couple of days. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't know Cody that well. I've had little interaction with him. I did see his tweet today. And I'm not. I don't think he necessarily. I think he's quitting the maybe the Twitter stuff. But
are you talking about?
He's talking about Hot Lips.
Are you talking about Hot Lips? Yeah, she took her, and she didn't take her channel down. Just so everybody knows, let's tell the truth here now. She didn't. Hot Lips, Morty. She didn't take her channel down. She privatized her channel, and it's hidden right now. That's all. She ain't taking that shit down. So she can play her little "I'm doing this for you, Dougie" thing, whatever she wants to do, but that ain't happening. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm torn. I've never heard her before. I didn't even know the name until just the last few days, and I don't know what's going on. I did sense like a lot of emotion in her voice, like she was almost going to start crying or something like that.
She's a good actress.
So I mean, if it doesn't matter, the reasoning for why she did what she did doesn't matter, because I'm telling you now, if Isaac, contacted me and started making threats to me to kind of start working with him or whatever, I would be out. I would just be off of Twitter. I wouldn't do it and then, feel bad about doing it. I wouldn't do it. So I don't know what's going on with her.
So this is going to be this is the one observation that I've seen is Isaac tweeted maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks ago about how, you'd be surprised with a little bit of money and white pages, what it will make people do. So if you're not a badass and not afraid of these people, if you have that fear that he's going to ruin your life or take your things, I can see people being like, what do you want me to do? Like, how do I get out of this? And not knowing how to, who to turn to or who you can trust. And I can see it possibly being that. Do I think that's what it is? No, I think that her ego, I think that, Evo, she kind of threw Evo out there, and we've all known that little bitch is nothing but a little clout chaser. She hops from panel to panel. She just wants to be important. The bitch ain't important. But I think that, she was with Doug. Doug isn't growing as quickly as she was hoping he would be. She wants to grow her channel. She thought JP would be the one who she could hop with. And then Isaac came back. And I think that, she thought Isaac would grow her channel and she'd, become somebody important. And that's not going to happen either. So now she's kind of backtracking and
that's what I said. She sold her.
Yeah, that's just my observation.
Well, it's exactly right. She sold her soul to the devil to try
Uh-huh.
to get herself out there, and it backfired in her face. And now she's running scared, and he's got all her info. He's got everything
Hmm.
he needs on her, and I wouldn't put it past him to ruin her. So
Oh, he's gonna ruin her.
exactly.
Because she got on a stream tonight and pretty much said she didn't want nothing to do with him.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna take that and fucking run with it.
Thank you, Morty. I was spun around in my office chair grabbing something, and I seen it, and I was coming back to my keyboard. But you got it before I did, so thank
She
you for
will,
that.
Morty. You're right. That's why she privatized her channel and didn't cancel it out completely. She knows what she's doing, or she's trying to do. She's gonna get caught up. Even worse, I'm telling you, he's gonna destroy her, piece by piece.
Yeah, I've yet to figure that out. I don't know enough about that kind of stuff, Morty. I don't know what it is. And that account linked back to an actual, I mean, not a big channel or anything. I think they had one video or something like that, but I have no idea what the point of putting in a bunch of, maybe I think I heard Dago say it, maybe it's some kind of like Russian and everything, and when it translates to English it just throws up a bunch of letters. I have no idea.
Are they going off on him, Tyler? That's fucking hilarious. Oh, that might be I gotta check that out real fast.
Oh,
Yeah, see, there's another one.
What's that?
I'll be right back, you guys.
What's the matter?
It's one of them accounts. It's throwing up just random letters and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, that could be just a troll too. Hold on a minute, everybody. What is Truck Dog's actual channel called? Tyler.
Yeah, I can't tell you that. I don't even know who Truck Dog is until tonight.
Yeah. Um, Actually, Isaac and Mike were both involved in that. Brave Dog 25. Thanks, Smokey. It should be called Drunk Dog. He's always drunk when he's live.
I gotta say, I think I talked about this a few nights ago. I was talking about that them flavored sparkling waters that I bought for my son.
Mm-hmm.
I actually tried one, and I'm not a water person. I do not like water whatsoever. But I grabbed one right before I jumped on with you, and shit's actually pretty good.
Oh
It's
yeah.
black cherry sparkling water.
Oh, Whitney, Evo. That was Doug. Well, they said it's not Doug. Cryptic Angel. Wait, Cryptic Angel. Why is he in there? Jersey Girl. Boomhauer. Ron, RNMC. Alan, Singer Savannah. Josh Tail. They're all on panel. It is. Ace. Wait a minute. Wait, Ace is in there? Guess we're gonna need to watch that then.
Yeah, and I've seen Ace in a couple different streams.
Mm-hmm.
But like JP's and stuff like that, I've always taken it as he's just in there just because
He's talking to him, so
I've been into JP streams. I've been in Isaac's streams. Here lately, all I've ever went in there to do is just to troll him. But
wow, wait, listen to this. Like Isaac jumped into his stream.
Hey Ace.
And said, "Drop the fucking link."
Isaac went into whose stream?
Truck, the one that Ace just jumped out of.
Oh, he'll probably jump on there to talk shit about Doug and Charlie.
He jumped in like first person, it looks like, and said, "Drop the fucking link." So he must be going off on him because that. I mean, as much as none of us get along with him, and this and that. Everybody in this community agrees that you don't do the suicide thing. That's just not cool. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was getting ready to say, Ace. You know, he'll wait till Doug and Charlie goes, you know, if that's what he goes in there to talk about. But he'll wait for them to go in their live stream, but then he'll jump on somebody else's to talk about it. He could have easily contacted somebody to get the link to go into Doug's.
Yeah. Well. Um. Um. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, lazy. And the funny thing about Jersey Girl is that within I'd say a day or 2 days before that all happened, she was talking about Blaker, how Blaker flip flopped, and then she turned right around and she did the exact same thing. And I've said it before. I don't understand that. I don't understand how somebody can do that.
Well, it's quiet in here. Oh, it's done now. Is it over? No, that's what I said. You don't make a joke out of that. I just went in and said, no matter who gets along and who doesn't around here, this is not cool, brother. Come on now. Like, you don't do that. I'm sorry. End of story.
What joke are we talking about?
Suicide thing. Making jokes about suicide. That's just not cool.
Oh, yeah. And
yeah,
I'm not.
Seen that.
I'm not going to say, you know, sometimes if I get really worked up, I'll make some jokes in poor taste. Not jokes, but insults in poor taste. But I don't do that. I don't do that all that often.
Well, we all do that, but this guy titled his whole stream about that. You know what I mean? So like you don't do that. I don't know. Anyway.
So, but he ended his stream before Isaac even got up there.
No, he ended it after they tore the shit out of him.
After who? Okay, I'm confused.
Isaac and Steve went in. Isaac and Steve went into his stream and tore his ass out for the title, and shortly thereafter that he ended it.
Yeah. And you know, I seen what Ace just said about, you know, agreeing with Isaac on that. Isaac has done. I mean, Isaac has made jokes. I mean, he's made more than probably any of us.
Isaac don't like it because Isaac was responsible for somebody killing themselves. Period.
I mean, if you feel a responsibility for somebody killing themselves and you feel bad about that, you wouldn't continue doing the shit
that's my point. Yeah, I agree. Him and Michael Green both were responsible for that scenario, and it's really sad the way it went down. But see, I think that should have ended his fucking YouTube career right there. Both of them. They worked their way around it. So
yeah, I'm not familiar with that situation. The only situation I've heard of concerning that was a kid that I want to say his name was Cody.
Mm-hmm.
But from everything I've heard about that situation, that it didn't have anything to do with Isaac and Michael. It was, I mean, it was somebody else. But
I can't remember exactly. If you're still in here, Morty, what was the kid's name that or any of you guys? Honestly, I just asked Morty because she's
Kobe.
Yeah,
was it Kobe? That's what I thought, Smokey. I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to say something out of turn and have bad info come out of my mouth on something like that, especially.
Yeah, I said Cody, but it was Kobe. Yeah,
Kobe. That's what I thought, but like I said,
and they blame that on some people blame that on Hagee. But I don't know enough about that situation. I wasn't around back then, so I don't know.
From what I remember, and Smokey, I'm going to talk to you a little later, Smokey. But I believe you were here, out here when that situation went down, and I heard a lot of stuff that I believe that Mike and Isaac had a lot to do with that in certain senses.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
and the only and the only thing I know about it is he was doing a live stream with some people, and I guess um, Hagee basically took over the live stream, kicked them all out, and took over the live stream.
I heard that too. Yeah,
And then it was like the next day, the stuff happened, and everybody blamed it on him. But I just you've got to have some
There
major
was some-
issues.
there was some-
for,
How
Oh, yeah.
old was the kid?
I think he was 20.
a 21, I
something?
think 21 or 22. I think he was.
That's what I heard, at least.
Person who killed themselves?
The Colby kid, I think he was 21 or 22. Like I said, don't quote me on anything because I don't have exacts on that. Hagee is oh shit, John Hagee is he's in his 30s, isn't he?
I have no idea.
John
I have
Hagee?
Yeah.
I
Or
know
is he,
nothing
is he
about
older
him.
than that?
I don't know.
I think he was in his late 30s.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate that, man.
What, on Twitter?
It's just some beef drama going on with certain dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Morty. Yeah, Truck Dog is he's out there. Like, he came out of Doug's stream and the Hot Lips Doug thing and all that shit. He was over there with them, and I mean, well, you said at one point you were well, wait, I'm gonna need to back myself up. Somebody else. Anywho, anybody that followed Doug's stream knows how that whole scenario went over there with some of those people. So, I don't know. I've only watched a few of his streams, and he seems like he's drunk in all of them, and he acts like an idiot. So he's not going to last very long. They're especially with Guest Mob, like they're going to go after him now, especially, and probably destroy him. So that'll be that.
I mean, Isaac said he'd give him another chance, but who knows?
You know what's going to happen, Smokey.
Yeah. I do.
I'll guarantee you the Resurgence stream tonight's going to be dedicated to that conversation, that and the Doug and Charlie thing. But they're gonna tear him apart tonight if they go live tonight. I guarantee it.
So Isaac said he was going to give who another chance?
Truck Dog.
Okay, who is Truck Dog? Wasn't he part of Doug's community?
Yeah, he used to be, and he's got his own now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you, Morty? Okay, that's cool.
He just said, like, if you do this one more time, I'm gonna destroy you. But we know.
That was right there. Him saying that means he's going to destroy him. Period.
Yeah.
Giggle. Oh, she's back.
Me too.
Yeah, I get it.
What is Rachel giggling about?
Steve's been doing that a lot to Isaac over talking. Oh yeah, he has. He's fucking really getting some balls. Kind of cracks me up because I have a feeling, and I can see it coming. I think Steve is tired of Isaac's authority. I'll say it that way. and being bullied, or not bullied, but like pushed around, I guess you could say. And Steve's gonna snap the fuck off at Isaac one of these days when he's in his mood, when he doesn't have his weed, and that's gonna be probably the best entertainment that we can all watch.
Oh, because
Yeah, I don't.
their friendship is just huge.
What's that?
Steve and Isaac's friendship is just so huge, and to see them fall apart would just be hilarious.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the
Oh,
other
and
day, he was sorry.
I think it was yesterday that I said it seems here lately Steve has gotten more and more emboldened. Like he thinks he's, I don't know, a whole lot bigger than what he is. And
Hmm.
to Isaac for sure, Steve is 100% disposable.
He was acting all hood-like on the Resurgence channel that one night. Just
Well, the night that they, I think it was the night that Isaac dared Flacco to go live and say the NIGGA word. Um, the whole thing that brought that up was, um, I think it's Dequandra Weaver said
mhm.
in the chat was like, "Is it okay if I say?" He said something, then he came back and said, "I'm sorry. Is that okay that I said that?" And Steve was like, laughed it off and said, "You're," or Isaac said something first, or no, Steve said, "You're of anybody in here, you're the most." Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're the most person that can say it, or something like that. And then Isaac made a comment, and then because Steve just outright said it, he was like, "Yeah, you can say uh, NIGGA," and and I'm not saying it because I don't want to offend anybody if it does. So, but then Steve was like, "See, I said it, but see, I can say it because everybody that knows me knows that I'm 100% not racist. That's why I can say it. I have a pass." And I'm like, "Bitch, you ain't got a pass for nothing. What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh, like his biker gang.
Yeah, right. Okay. That one is funny. Oh my god. The fucker can't even hold up a motorcycle, let alone ride one.
It's just, I mean, you see the change in Steve too. Like, have you guys seen him lately?
Steve, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen him on any videos or anything like that, but
Physically, no, we haven't. I mean, the last picture I saw is the one that where he's got the one tooth dangling and he looks like the fucking crypt keeper.
uh,
That's to me, that's what he.
oh, and I
Was that
haven't even
Photoshop?
really heard.
What's that?
Was that the Photoshop photo?
No, that's what he looks like from what I was told.
I I haven't even really heard him talk all that much here lately because I haven't been going over to them streams. If I do go in there, it's just for a couple minutes just to look for something. Um, but I mean, I've seen his Twitter quite a bit, and like I said, he's gotten really.
He does too, Morticia. That's what I'm saying. He does. He's the only one. He just goes on and like, suck my motherfucking dick and you fuck you and you can't come in here and say that to me and you fuck this and that and that. Blah, 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 blah. Like he fucking owns something or he is somebody, and I'm waiting. God, am I waiting? And I mean, I'm really waiting for somebody to fucking rip him apart. It's gonna be so fucking funny. I cannot wait.
I know. He's just 60 years old, 56.
Yeah, he's
He's over
56
here.
and he hangs out in these chats with these fucking teenage kids and shit. It's like, what are you doing? Get a life, you motherfucker.
He's always on Twitter. It's just crazy.
He thinks he's a badass, and how many people don't? He seems to forget when the whole shit that went down with him and Lala, and he got booted from fucking Guest Mob, and he had to fucking beg Isaac. All I got is YouTube. I don't have nothing else. I almost died, and blah blah blah, and you gotta bring me back, and and on his hands and knees, basically, in Steve's words, sucking Isaac's dick to get back in there. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Well, get a life, motherfucker.
And he calls himself the King Troll. He doesn't troll anybody. He posts he posts gifs and memes. That's all he does.
He's such a wannabe troll.
Big time. Big time.
Here's that attention you ordered.
What
Yeah.
day was it? What is today? Today's Sunday. I think it was like Tuesday or Thursday, or Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm sorry. It started early in the morning when I got up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It was Smokey, me. Smokey fucking tore him in half all day. I mean, all day. I was doing it all day. Popper was in there all day. I mean, we were just fucking rolling through it all day long because I didn't say a word. I'd wait for him to respond, and I'd hit him back, and then Smokey would hit him, and then Popper would hit him, and then I would hit him, and then Smokey would hit him, and there was Charlie even got him a few fucking times, and it just kept going and going. Rachel hit him
He got
all
torched.
fucking day. Yeah, he did. He got torched bad that day. And then he gets on Resurgence that night, and he does his little spiel. You stupid retard motherfuckers! You don't know what you're doing, and you're all fans, and you're fucking us. Shut the fuck up! You're rigged. Just fucking. It's just fucking. I can't stand that guy.
I
Cannot
know.
stand him. Did they fucking score? Oh
I'm
shit!
not saying.
Oh no! Oh no!
What's the
Are
score
you
now?
fucking kidding me? LA just scored. It's 22-20.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
my god! No way.
I've never heard him say that he's a badass Hell's Angels member. I wish he would start saying it a whole lot more.
He was
Because
never in the Hells Angels. He was
Well-
in some other fucking
Prob-
high group or something.
well, yeah, but they take that shit seriously. They don't like people like fake repping.
I wish he would claim that he was a Hells Angel one fucking time so I could fucking record it. I wish. That would be the end
Well,
of
that's
his
what I'm
life.
saying. I wish he would start bragging about it more because I mean, not saying I think they would ever go do anything to him or anything like that, but
You tell him
Um,
if enough people bitched about it to enough people, I guarantee you they'd go do something about it. I know that for a fucking fact.
Smokey, you going hang out with these people over me? You were fake friend. You said you hate Charlie Doug. Just block that memo, guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's-
Memo.
Rachel and
What's the
and
matter,
Morty got it.
Memo? Are you lonely, Memo?
That's the dude that's been starting that beef. You just block him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Memo.
I don't even know what he's talking about anyways. I mean, if I hated Charlie and Doug, I wouldn't be over here.
Oh, Memo the flip flopper. Memo.
Yeah, and that's another name that I don't know. I only know that from today.
Here,
Just from
here's a memo for you, Memo. Nobody likes you. Go away.
Tyler.
I'm with
Sorry
Steve
if you guys can
Billings
pick up my
Stomach.
phone, but my Twitter's kind of going crazy tonight.
Steve Billings stomach. That one's kind of funny. Well, welcome back from vacation.
I just don't get it.
Amen, Morty.
Hey, Fiery Phoenix. I didn't see you popping up there.
So, Phoenix. Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask about Bowser because but I just scrolled up and seen his comment. He said he's watching the Super Bowl, which I get. I was actually surprised at, and I was gonna ask about that. How did I don't go into Doug's live streams, but does he typically get 350 people in there?
He'll get close. He'll get like 230. I guess Charlie was on his stream, so he got close to 400. But
Wow.
he typically gets, in the 200s.
Yeah, I didn't know he got that many. I always thought that he got like 50. on a good night. So I was surprised when I went in there and seen that there was 350 people in there at one time.
It was really good. Steve Billings' stomach.
Why won't I don't know what's going on here. I tried to remove that comment 3 times and couldn't remove it, but it let Morty remove it.
Oh yeah, I think if someone already removed it, if someone else tries to remove it, it'll say like error. Does it say error?
No, it didn't say anything. It just didn't do anything.
Take a hike, Tom.
Hey, Wolf.
What's up, Wolf?
I mean, honestly, I was kind of pulling for Cincinnati because I've never liked the Rams. I have no loyalty to either one of them teams. And even if I was still following football, I don't know if I probably still wouldn't be watching it because I have no interest in either team. But if I had to pick a team, I would have picked Cincinnati.
43 damn seconds left, and they're leading. This is
The
bullshit. The
Rams?
Yeah.
Wait. Did Steve's stomach get removed or something?
Oh yeah, the cancer that he had.
How do you remove someone's stomach?
I will make a prediction. I'll make a prediction that this game's about to go into overtime.
Yeah, I think so too with the field goal. It can happen, Smokey. I've known people to have it done before.
43 seconds, 4th and 1 on the 49-yard line.
Get down, kick a field goal, and it's overtime.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If they can get the first down.
Oh shit! Oh, okay. They just set. Are you watching it, Popper?
No, I'm looking at the I don't know, some sports app I have.
Oh, and Diego, I don't know if you saw my comment, but when I first came in here, you guys thought I was guest mob, so you blocked that. It's my main account, so I have to use a separate account to type in the chat. Just whenever you get the time, you can unblock that one.
Yeah. I did it accidentally, actually. I wasn't trying to block you at first. I was I timed it out. Here's what happened, because that was one of the first streams I had done. I went to hit timeout for a minute because I was going to try to go search you up to see something about you, and then I hit the wrong button. I'm like, well, okay, he's blocked now, but you're back, so I do apologize for that.
No, it's fine.
I was just being careful because I had never seen you before, and
yeah, I understand.
You know how it goes, but you're here now, and we love you, brother. So you're good. Yeah, I got to get in there, fix that.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
And I don't know how to fix it, but Roseanne, I didn't see it, but from what I heard last night, I could kind of hear it through Dago's mic. It didn't. I don't know about the picture, but I know the song that they were playing last night to me did not sound like this at all.
Yeah, there's no overtime, brother. They're done.
Well,
I'll be damned. We were right fucking there.
For the person who just put in the chat saying Memo gave you guys my phone number, anyone outside of my contacts that tries to call me, those phone calls will be silenced. I won't even know I got it, so good luck trying to call me.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Steve Billings Stomach.
No shitbag. Get more picture. That will probably be the next thing to go. I'd like to know who that actually is. That's funny as hell.
Yeah,
Twitter.
Hit the like button. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't. Did somebody come in here and say that again, Smokey? Because
no, I think he was talking about the last time it happened.
Okay.
Some dude in here.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I was trying to delete the comment and then.
Oh.
Dude, I hope he comes in here and sees that. That's fucking great. I love that. You're in bed, Rachel. God,
Steve's stomach.
you make me feel old, Rachel. Oh, you're in bed too. What the fuck is with you guys? We stay up all night working hard, doing our
Yeah.
investigating and all our work and shit, and you guys are in bed eating dinner and shit. Like, what the hell?
You know, I should be on a normal schedule right now after the last couple days, and I jumped in Morty's stream, and I said this earlier, and I don't know if I said it, you know, when we were all in the call earlier. It might have been when you dipped out for a couple minutes when you were having issues, but I was actually hoping last night that you weren't going to go live after Morty's stream. And I kind of waited around for a bit, and then you went live, and then I let you know like midnight's my latest, but I could have easily passed out after Morty's stream last night. I was so tired.
Why
And
didn't
then
you say something to me? I would have definitely not done it so that you could get some sleep.
no, it was fine. I figured
Okay.
it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt to go live. I planned on being off by midnight, and then next thing you know, it's whatever time it was, 1:30 or whatever. And then I wanted to talk to you afterwards, and then that took forever. So I didn't get to bed this morning until almost 7 o'clock in the morning.
I think we were done talking about 6 a.m.
Yeah, so it was probably about 6:30 because I talked to my youngest son for a couple minutes for going to bed.
Yeah, and I went live at what 10:30.
It's all
Yeah.
good, Morty.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah, I'm sure everyone was
like an 8-hour
little-
fucking yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
and then I slept for damn near 11 hours. And I do not like getting up at 5:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like I prefer to get up at when I'm not working nights or something like that. I prefer to get up at like 8 a.m. I mean, I'm a night person, but
Well, I mean, if you want, I can start doing my live streams at 7 in the morning.
no, no. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like I like getting up in the morning. If I get to bed early enough, I like getting up in the morning, and I have no issue getting up in the morning if it's just to get up and watch something or whatever I'm going to do in my day. But getting up for work at that same time is very difficult for me. It's yeah. But I slept till like 5:30 this afternoon. I was so tired when we got off this morning because I think I told you last night when we were in that call early this morning that my phone went dead. I was
yeah, well, dude, I fell asleep at one point while I was reading stuff, and I was trying to talk to you. I don't know if you noticed it, but I actually like dozed off and like had to smack myself in the face.
well, I was so tired. I was so tired when we got out of that call. I didn't even plug my phone in. I woke up at 5:30 and my phone was still dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I walked over. Here's the thing. I didn't even make it to bed, okay? I got up, and I walked over, and I sat down on the couch for a minute. And I was, like stretching in, and I turned and looked at the TV. For a minute, and I woke up at 11:30 this morning, or at 12:30 this afternoon, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She keeps calling me Diego. I'm gonna start calling you Dora then, Popper.
Oh,
Diego. I'm a Dago, not Diego. I'm Italian, not Latino.
but
It's all good. It's all good.
happened to notice. I seen the Steve Billings stomach account, but I didn't pay any attention to the profile picture. I just happened to see the profile picture. That cracks me up.
Yeah, I clicked on it, Morty, and it's not doing that. It just pulls it up on screen. That's all. You guys can do that. I can't. Miss D's T, huh?
Yeah. Damn, Morty. Morty is fast. Let me tell you. I thought I got that shit first. I thought for sure I got that first.
I could always change the number. I mean, see, she said
Oh
like
well.
it's easy to change it.
Well, wait till they find out what Blaker's really doing over there, and Mike DiVincenzo. They're really going to be happy about that one when they figure that out. Mm.
Shit,
God,
Morty's
quiet.
got them. Morty's got them blocking fingers as fast as Isaac's 911
Dude,
fingers.
She's been here for a minute. She's like quick with that shit for real. That's why when I was like, when she said she would mod for me, I was excited. I was like, hell yeah.
Did you happen to, before you jumped on live, did you happen to go on Twitter? Dago?
No, I actually didn't. I hurried up. Well, I tweeted, but I didn't look at anything.
Okay. Remember the other day I was posting them little videos that I made, and I said I got some more.
Yeah.
I posted 3 of them tonight. The videos are just, they're, to me, the videos are okay, but I cracked my, I mean, I find myself funny sometimes when other people don't, but what I not captioned the video, but what I typed in before the video, I find hilarious.
Oh yeah. So you already put another one up?
I put 3 of them up tonight.
Shit, dude, you're fucking Twitter pro.
Oh, Evo Girl is just. All I gotta say about her is she's.
We know exactly how she is, Smokey. We know.
Yep.
She's a fucking trip.
I mean, Memo, he could give all the information he has on me he wants. He doesn't have a lot because he's just some dude I met over the internet. We don't know much about each other.
Who, Memo?
Yeah, that Memo dude.
Yeah, Memo's an idiot, dude. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, Flacco, if
He's spamming me so
shit,
hard.
I just unhid Flacco, or the backup account.
Come on now, Flacco.
Damn.
There's no reason to act that way, Flacco.
Well, that's Flacco backup. If he wants to come in here and talk, he can come in here under his main.
I don't think Flacco would come in here and say that, honestly.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's the same Flacco that was in here back in one of your first streams. And it always struck me as
that. I think that was actually Flacco.
Well, I didn't have the ability to check back then, but I always wondered, like, why would he be in here? Like, you had just started streaming.
I mean, I don't know why Flacco would go under his backup account when he could just go under his main, unless he's blocked.
Well, and that's what I was saying.
Oh, did you get a popper?
What did I get?
Did you get the Russian troll?
Too late. Somebody already got it. I looked down at my phone for 1 second to see what Bowser tweeted.
What's with these Russian trolls now? I'm seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen them in quite a few streams, and I don't know what that's all about. What was the message? Yeah, and they type random shit. I don't know if that's some kind of.
That's their language, I think. They're probably just saying "fuck off" in Russian or something, but.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow, I haven't had this many trolls in here the entire time I've been streaming, so this is new for me tonight. Yeah, Wolf is pretty quick. I seen him tear it up the other night.
Yeah, I almost slipped up earlier and said Phoenix's name, but I didn't know if that was something that was known, so I caught myself. I said J, and I caught myself, and I said Fire Phoenix instead.
Oh, Phoenix is in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Phoenix, what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't notice you before. I apologize.
Oh yeah, you've been in here for a while.
Well, my face was stuck watching that stupid game. Sorry, guys. I need to be disciplined. I will do that.
Where's James?
That's Phoenix, right?
Oh.
Wait, yeah,
Yes.
that's what I thought. Okay, I was making sure I wasn't. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, he was on the live on Morty's live stream yesterday with us, him and Wolf, and of course Rachel and Morty and Dago and me.
Well, I tried to be there. I was having technical difficulties, so I was bouncing in and out like a fucking ghost. Hopefully, I didn't ruin the stream. I still feel bad about that. We got a bunch of fucking snow today, and like I don't know what happened, but
Yeah, we got hammered.
we did too. Bad.
Um, I woke up and looked outside, and it was already kind of late in the evening. I really needed to snowblow my driveway, but it was already starting to get late,
Mhm.
late, and then it was
Absolutely.
we jumped in that group call, and then Doug and Charlie were going live, so I didn't get. Now it's going to be hell doing it tomorrow because my son's done driven across it a few different times.
Yeah, that packs it down, and it sucks. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know we were getting snow, and the wind was blowing real bad, and my internet went out. It started early this morning, and I'll lose more weight, Flacco, when you. Oh my god!
When I seen that, I didn't read the whole comment, and
Rachel.
that's exactly what popped in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not, you know,
Oh
maybe I
shit!
shouldn't say that, but I mean, I was in my mind, I was thinking Flacco is the last person that should be talking about anybody's physical appearance.
Flacco.
Oh my god! I almost spit my drink all over my fucking computer. Damn it!
I've said it multiple times, and
I'll be right back. Hold on.
all right, I've said it multiple times that Flacco looks like the result of uh, uh, Ray Romano mating with a mentally challenged crab. He looks and talks so much like Ray Romano to me.
Oh,
I think he
Flacco. I
did,
tried to
Morty.
interview Flacco. He wouldn't come up. He left me hanging.
Yeah, I seen you on his live stream the one time, and I'll be honest, that's the only live stream of his that I've ever been able to watch start to finish. I take that back, with the exception of the when Disc God was up there.
Yeah, I just go up there to troll him. I've been doing that for so long. It's just hilarious. High pitched voice changer.
I mean, I've said it before, and Flacco is one of them people that sometimes I say some mean stuff to him, and I feel bad afterwards. But then the next time I go into one of his live streams, if I go into his live streams and I start commenting, I say mean stuff again.
Yeah.
But he frustrates me so much because, and I think it's kind of the same thing that what frustrates me with JP. The claim of being neutral and all that, and it's so blatantly obvious that they're not neutral. Although in Flacco's case, I think Flacco is used.
You think Flacco's used?
Yeah. There's been a couple things that's happened that I think Isaac has used Flacco to do so that he could keep his hands clean. Like, for instance, the Charlie's driver's license thing. That could be a crime. And instead of it being given to Isaac and Isaac doing something with it, he gave it to Flacco. Either he gave it to Flacco or he had the person that gave it to him give it to Flacco and had told Flacco to use it.
Yeah.
And then my impression is Flacco actually did the smart thing and he went to Erica about it. If I know the situation correctly. That's right. That's right around the time where I really, really started following all the drama stuff really closely. And that was before I even started my Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Flacco, what I got from him was just I thought he was like the biggest troll around here, but it turns out he's just some dude who just doesn't intentionally troll people, but he just looks like somebody who would troll people. No
You know,
offense
if he
to him.
was, if his personality was a little bit, he's overwhelming. You know, he could
Yeah.
probably make it on more streams. You know, like on panel and stuff like that. But he talks and he talks and he talks and he overtalks people, and then he rambles and he doesn't make sense. So it's like, unless you're having him on, because I know he's been on guest mob resurgence, or maybe it was shut the fuck up and listen or something like that. I know he's been on there once or twice because Charlie's commented on it. But he's there for like comedic relief. He's there to make fun of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad but funny at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with you there. Yeah, I've always got the impression that, I mean, and I could be wrong on this, that Flacco is obsessed with Michael. And so by proxy, he's also obsessed with Isaac, because Isaac and Michael are friends.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just way too. I agree with you in that. I think he's just way too obsessed with it, and he got himself a little too much into it, and then got himself with Isaac, and then just everyone knows him from there.
Now
I'm
I heard
back. Sorry, guys.
something in Doug's stream tonight, and I was doing a couple other things, so I was a little bit distracted. They were talking about somebody that, I guess, supposedly this person and Mike are no longer friends. Who were they talking about?
Say that again.
Somebody that they were talking about on Doug's stream that, you know, that is no longer friends with Mike so much, or so they claim.
Oh, Isaac.
When did that come about?
I don't know, and I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I've never seen that. I've never seen either one of them address that they're no longer close friends.
Yeah, I haven't either, and so, hey, Nimrak, I don't believe that's true. They probably just said it to draw the attention away from the scenario.
Yeah, not really, Nemrak. No, I don't. I do not love hypocrite.
Do what?
She said, "Don't you love a hypocrite?" And I said, "Not really."
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I had to go clean myself up. Rachel floored me with that comment, and I spit all over myself and everything. So,
Hey, Shadow.
what's up, Shadow?
Oh, Shadow says it was McJuggernauts they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I missed it.
Oh,
Mike did say that. Mike said flat out, I don't know. He said, I don't really know why we're not really friends anymore. We're just kind of grown apart, so on and so forth. So,
Yeah, and I actually, it's probably, if I had to count the number of Mike's videos that I've watched in probably the last 6 months, I could count it on one hand, and that's actually one of them that I did watch.
I'm curious to see what goes on this new Michael Green channel, truthfully.
Yeah, because he keeps
probably
making.
gonna do maybe streams.
I hope he does. I hope that's exactly what he's going to do.
What'd you say?
He said he thinks Mike's going to do live streams.
That's what he said, but I'm just curious as to what kind of like what they're going to be about. If he's just going to do what we're doing, or if he's going to do. He's already done that with STFU and stuff like that. So like, what, you know?
Well, the thing is, you know, I have a loose mouth, and sometimes I'll say, but I've got nothing to lose.
Right.
I don't have.
everything to lose.
That's my point. You know, I don't go back and tweet something and you know, then turn around and delete it because I think it's going to hurt my image, because I don't give a shit.
Right.
Mike does that constantly. So I'd
Everything he tweets.
love for him to do live streams
Yeah, yeah. We'll see.
because either his channel is going to be have very few live streams that he can leave up, or he's going to hurt his reputation.
I think that okay. So that just went out somewhere else. I don't know what the hell just happened to me. That's been happening a lot lately. I was going to say something and it disappeared. Oh, I think that sorry guys. I think Mike's doing this because he's broke. I mean broke in a sense of broke for Michael Green broke. Okay, he's not like broke like we're broke when we're broke. He's broke for him. So and he loves that money, and they got that new baby, and they're talking about moving to fucking New York or New Jersey or somewhere like that. So I think that's why he's doing this.
Hey, Flint, little help with your.
So
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that one, Morty. Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly. Evening. I'd like to break 30 in here one night, just out of curiosity.
Oh no, James. He doesn't manage his money very well. I mean, I forget the amount of money that it was, but it was a couple years ago when Cindy did their taxes.
Oh yeah.
And something was mentioned about the amount of money that he spends on fast food, and it was outrageous. I mean, he was spending as much money on fast food as some people make in a year.
Yep. Well, Doug even said that one night. They were talking about something, and he said that he remembers multiple times that Michael ordered fast food with DoorDash and dropped $300, $400. Like, who the fuck can drop $400 on fast fucking food in one meal?
Who would?
Right.
I mean,
and that's like a daily thing for him.
Noodles from Chinese places.
You cannot talk on Michael's live.
I can't imagine. I mean,
That's how I feel.
well,
that doesn't make any sense to me. If I could afford to drop, $200-$300 on fast food, I mean, it's okay to do, if you've got some kind of like event going on or something like that, but not for just me and my girlfriend to eat every day.
That's insanity.
Well, like I watched the one stream one time. I think he was doing he tests everything that comes out. What's up, Joseph? And I think it was the McDonald's chicken sandwich or some shit. But I happened to glance in behind him. There was like 4 McDonald's bags sitting over on the side there, and God knows, I think he had bought 3 sandwiches of that type, and then a bunch of other shit too. Now I know that he feeds his whole family when they're around him. And when Doug said that, somebody asked him in the chat, like, was he feeding all you guys? And he goes, no. He goes, in fact, Doug said, in fact, I mentioned to him that I was hungry, and he made a joke about calling DoorDash back to get more food. And he said there was enough food there to feed 25 people. And I was like, wow, like, what is he? Does he really eat that fucking much though?
I have seen instances in his videos in the past where it's been just him and Bridget, and they've ordered DoorDash, or they went and picked up fast food or Uber Eats or whatever it was, and they've had multiple bags for multiple different fast food. Like like a Taco Bell bag and a couple of McDonald's bags, and I.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, how about when they order Chinese? Have you seen those bags, like boxes? That's just sick, dude.
Well, and I mean, kind of going back, not only financially, who would spend $200-$300 or $400 a day on fast food? Who can eat that much fast food? I mean,
have you seen Bridget's ass?
That's a lot of food, though. That's a lot of food. I mean,
It
It's
is pretty. It's pretty
gluttonous.
gross.
It's really gluttonous.
How about
If-
their garbage? You can tell just by looking at their fucking garbage, guys. Like their garbage cans are over full. Every time they do a video, if like Jenny's kids are there or Mike or somebody's there, they have to get in the garbage can to stomp the fucking garbage down. Because I guess where they're at, they don't take bags off to the side. It has to be in the can. So they have to smash the garbage in there. Like they have like 8 bags of garbage in one fucking 95-gallon tote. And they only have like, or no, they have like 3. Do they have 3 or 4 of those cans? I think it's 3. I have 1 here, okay? And there's only 2 of them. Like what the fuck?
yeah, I have
2 trash cans over full.
Yeah.
I have 1 trash can. There's 3 of us living in this house, and it's very, very rare that I put out a full trash can.
Yeah.
It's
that's
it's
same
usually
here.
and usually
here.
when I'm putting out a full trash can, it's because I was doing some kind of yard work and there's been something that I need to toss away or
Or-
cleaning out my garage or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what I was
that.
gonna say. Garage or the basement or something, right?
But yeah, I don't get it. And like I said, even if you have the financial means to do it, I can't understand. If me and my kids go to we don't really go to McDonald's, but if we go to Burger King, and Burger King, as far as fast food, is a little bit more expensive than McDonald's and Taco Bell and stuff like that. But if we go to Burger King, it's like $20 for the 3 of us to eat, like $24.
I agree, Belinda.
I can't imagine 10 times that amount of food.
No, and then on top of that, they have all that fucking fast food that they order or whatever Chinese or wherever they order from. After that, later on in the video, you'll see them go to the freezer and pull out some fucking ice cream, or when they open their fridge or their cupboards and shit, it is stuffed full of garbage, junk food, 5 different kinds of fucking cereal. Back on the counters
Crazy.
in the kitchen, there's always fucking chips upon chips and cookies and crap. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
Vito's trying to get control back. He's deleting the files.
And I think, from a psych point of view on it, I know how he was raised, okay? And I know that it was a struggle for them to eat on a regular basis. And, some of the older videos back in the day where they show, AGP freaking out over his little pinwheel things or something like that, where they didn't have much of this and a bunch of that. But, okay, you don't go from one extreme to the other. It just doesn't make sense. I'd hate to be their fucking accountant. I really would.
Well, that's why when he started talking about gastric bypass, I don't think it'll ever happen
He's not
because,
going to do it.
yeah, usually, and I don't,
He couldn't lose the weight that you have to lose to do it.
well, and that's what I'm going to say, because usually you have to be down to a certain weight, and I don't know if that's because the surgery requires you to be down, or if they want you to put in the effort to get to that weight to make
That's
sure
what
that,
it is. Yeah, you have to lose 50 pounds because you have to be able to show. A very close friend of me and my wife's had it done, and he did very well with it. But he had to lose 50 pounds, and basically they want you to lose the weight because they want you to get used to eating a different way. Because once you lose the weight, you have to change your entire lifestyle. You cannot go back to doing what you were doing. And you have to take the protein shakes and do this and do that and so on and so forth. So,
Exactly.
and you have to quit smoking. If you smoke, you have to quit smoking too, because that's it causes infection and it keeps your stomach from healing the way it should. So, I mean, not Mike doesn't smoke, but he couldn't do it, and I don't think he would want to do it because I think he'd be too afraid of it.
I mean, honestly, I don't. I mean, you have to want to do it, and you want to do it like really badly.
That's it,
and I
too.
don't think he's got that urge, because look at Boogie.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I always questioned whether Boogie was going to do it.
He did though. I mean,
Yeah, he did.
He's still going at it too. I gotta say I'm proud of him for that because that was a big dude.
Nothing but the best Shield Academy. Well, this
Yeah,
routine's breaking on
I'm probably gonna jump off here, guys. I'm gonna get in the shower. But thanks for bringing me up.
Oh,
All right,
no
Smokey.
problem. We'll let you know if Memo pops back in or any of the other idiots. We'll chase them off for you, Smokey. No problem.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
You
you guys. I'll see you in your next stream.
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.
See you
You too.
later. And
See
good
ya.
night to you, Rachel.
Oh, whatever, Rachel. You're just lazy.
Rachel's a working girl.
You act like you got some kind of a full-time job where you got to take donuts and coffee to your employees every day or something, you know? It's whatever.
a dozen. Let's check out the rest.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I really can't believe that Flacco, if that was Flacco, that he came in here and said that that kind of shit really fucking burns my ass.
I mean, I haven't had enough interaction with Flacco, so I don't know if Flacco would come in here and say that.
He could only there's nothing. First of all, let me say it like this, okay? Let me say it like this. There's absolutely nothing with the way Rachel looks. I think she's a very pretty girl, proportioned very well, and she carries herself very well. I'll say that first. Secondly, Flacco could only dream of being able to even stand in the same room with a woman like that. So I don't think that was him. I think he knows that too. And I don't think that was him, honestly.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
I don't either.
But we got your back, Rachel. No worries, and you have a great night, hon.
Dad, what are you doing here? I checked the GPS tag on the Patriot armor. Imagine my surprise to find you at SHIELD headquarters.
You're tracking me? So much for treating me like an adult. Busted, dude. Guess you gotta go. Oh well. It's been fun.
Wait. Here we found a
So,
file that could lead us to Doc Ock's secret
everybody's
location.
leaving because they're tired.
I gave you that armor to protect you, not to fly into danger.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
So,
Oh,
you were at you were like 20 something a few minutes ago.
Storming
yeah,
for a
I know.
second. Weren't you the one who decided to give Harry the room he needed to become?
Okay,
I did.
Belinda, is it? Yeah. It says, Mike already ruined his reputation by being a sick, disgusting, annoying creep, and don't get me started on the sick and disgusting things he and Bridget does when their kids sleep. Are you referencing something in particular, Belinda? Or, I mean, is there something that you know about that the rest of us may not know? Just out of
Well,
curiosity?
I mean, we've all heard about the threesome stuff that him and Bridget do, and I think that's what she was referencing about the stuff that they do when the kids are asleep.
I'm good at this.
Right. Okay.
Which, you know, I'm not going to say too much about that. I mean, because if that's your lifestyle, I don't agree with it. But if that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle. But when you have kids, you know, you don't go on social media and brag about it. I mean,
Your mom's up, so you need to get up.
the you know, his kids will be on social media in probably 10 years. Why would you put that kind of stuff out there for your kids to stumble upon in 10 years?
They do. Okay, yeah, you're right. That is true, Belinda. And just so you guys know real quick, that brings me to something else I found out. I'm sure you guys all remember when they had the little Wubby incident that went on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Kylie, or whatever the hell her name was. That is Cindy's boyfriend, Jimmy. That is Jimmy's niece. So that tells you what they're stooping to get the views that, and I've said this when it first happened, what they're stooping to get the views, to make the money. So that shows where he's at in life right now.
Well, and you know, I've heard that rumor. I've heard, you know, all kinds of rumors, and I mean, I don't know for certain. I would have to see proof to say for sure that it was Jimmy's niece. But I mean, it does kind of it does kind of make sense. And I'm not gonna not believe, you know, if I heard that from somebody, you know, that I trusted. But it would also make sense because Charlie has talked about things that they did with Bridget's cousin.
Well,
And
that's that's what I think he was talking about. That Jimmy, and this came from Doug, which Doug is Bridges' father and was with Cindy, so he knows, that's who that is. That's Jimmy's niece. So
And it would be a step cousin, but that would make, that would make them step cousins. So maybe that's who Charlie was referencing back then. Yeah, I just looked at your, I don't know if Morty's still in here or not, but I just looked at your,
what's that?
I just looked at Morty's picture that she shared in our group chat.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that infuriates me because
I gotta go look.
It's basically just a screenshot from that one dude's stream from tonight when Steve and Isaac went in there.
Oh, okay.
And it's I said earlier that I have a very low tolerance for like hypocrisy, and that's why that shit kind of bothers me, because Steve is such a hypocrite. He can, you can't say that's just one thing you don't joke about. When you joke about stuff that, joke about and make comments about things that are just as bad. I mean, he was just doing it yesterday with Rachel.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, you are definitely a hypocrite and then some. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and lazy. Charlie's been saying that for years. And my impression from hearing Charlie talk about it, I don't know because I don't follow Kid Behind a Camera on social media, but my understanding is that he denied that for years. He's
Of
just
course.
now recently openly admitted. Now, I have seen things in the past.
Yeah, Tyler.
I have seen things in the past where he's tweeted. I finally got one. Finally.
Congratulations.
I have seen things in the past that they have tweeted out and alluding to something they did over like having a great time last night, that kind of thing. And I always wondered if that's what they were talking about. And this is all stuff from a while back. This was before they had their first kid. But I always wondered some of the stuff that they would tweet out, if it was alluding to threesomes, that type of thing. And now I believe that probably is. But Mike, from my understanding, Mike denied the whole threesome rumor for years.
Oh, he always
recently.
has. Yeah, he always has. That's why I think they did this, so that he can go ahead and live his fucking sick ass life and be okay with it in case, something were to get caught up in it. Now he has this to fall back on. So I think that's what it is.
Tyler, at one time I was a pretty big boy. Probably about, I'd say maybe 4 years ago. I was about 320 pounds. I wasn't Mike big, but I was getting there. And I completely changed my diet and got all the way down to, at one time 185. Now I'm back around like 220. But I don't even think even when I was 300 plus pounds, I don't think I could sit down and eat an entire pizza by myself. I would feel it would. I mean, I'll say this: I probably could, but I would feel like shit afterwards. Like, not just feel shitty about what I did and my decisions, but physically I would feel bad. Yeah, I've heard that rumor too about the escorts. And I think at one time they were trying to say that it was Charlie that was doing the escort thing. And Charlie swears up and down, and I have no reason not to believe Charlie, that he didn't never, I think it was called Backpage or something like that. I may be getting that wrong. But he said that's where they used to go to get their escorts for their threesomes. But I mean, how desperate do you have to be to have a threesome with that? Yeah, and Tyler, that's one thing that's probably my biggest issue. And when I got down to 185, because I'm about 6'1", probably about 6'1", and when I got to 185, I just didn't look good. I didn't look healthy, and I decided, like, okay, I need to get back up to around 210, 215, and then I kind of went on past that. But that's one thing I struggled with. I bought a home gym, like a nice home gym, to put in my garage, but my garage isn't heated, and I got it right in the middle of winter, so I never got into the habit of actually going out there. I did go out there a couple times, but I'd freeze my ass off, so I never got into the habit of doing it. One thing I did do is at work. I mean, I've said this openly multiple times. At work, I have very little to do. Most of my day is trying to find something to do, whether it be, being on my phone or watching YouTube, or we got Wi-Fi, and then we have a couple computers set up that have different like streaming apps on it and stuff like that, so we can do that. Or I can link to my Xfinity stream and watch live TV. So when I was working nights a couple years ago, a few years ago, when I was, started watching when I was eating, I was going outside of because I work in a fairly small building. I'd go outside and I'd walk. And I would walk until I hit like 3 miles or 4 miles. But then I did that for the entire time until our seasonal shutdown. And then when the seasonal shutdown came, I got out of the habit doing that. And just never got back into it. And
What's up, Pookie?
Hey, Pookie. Another thing I had done for a while was DDP yoga. I did that for a while, and I don't know if it was something I was doing wrong or if it was not even related to the DDP yoga, but I started having like major back issues, to the point to where I couldn't do it. So I stopped doing it for a few days until my back issues cleared up, and then I just didn't do it anymore. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, Tyler. I've never heard it. I guess I've never heard it called Backpage.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I do know, and I was actually reading about this fairly recently, that the like the Craigslist personals where people used to go to troll for, or not troll, but look for that type of stuff, was shut down. I want to say 2019, 2018, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think it was 2018. It was or no. What year did COVID hit? Was it 2019 or 2020?
That was 2020.
Okay, so it was 2019 because it was like the year before COVID got hard. So yeah, I'd say right around 2019.
Charlie claims that's where they used to go to get their hookers.
Oh yeah, big time.
And also, yeah, Dago talked about that a few minutes ago about them ordering Chinese food and the mass amounts of food that they would order.
Two big, like the beer box, the beer crate boxes, I call them, that you get a case in. Too big, one of those full of food, and there's only 2 of them.
And then they would have like a giant container of, whatever, sesame chicken, for example.
Uh-huh.
And then they would not really fight, but they would argue about, no, this is mine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
When we order Chinese food in my house, I order like a family size order of this, and that's for everybody to eat out of, but not at their household. Their household, they order an entire family size box for themselves.
For each one of them. And then they have like 8 egg rolls, so they can each have 4. And then, 25 fortune cookies. And I think they drink the fucking sweet and sour sauce, and, so on and so forth. So And anywhere they go, if that restaurant like Taco Bell or uh, McDonald's or wherever has something on their menu that's like a dessert, like the or Pizza Hut, they do that a lot too. Those with the uh, what are the cinnamon rolls called? A Cinnabon, okay. I've seen them multiple times in the background. You can see like the Cinnabon containers. There's like 4 or 5 of those and stuff like that. They always get like anything new, they have to have it and multiple amounts of it too. It's just fucking ridiculous.
And I don't get the mentality of ordering DoorDash every day, or I do it at work on occasion, just because I'm at work.
It's
You know,
convenient.
I mean, there's state and uh, I'll just say federal. I'll just, no, I'm not going to say it. Um, there's federal or that require where I work to be manned 24 hours a day
Hmm.
from a certain date in the year all the way to a certain date in the year.
Right.
And so we can't. There's where I work. There used to be a Subway that is probably, I mean, right next to where I work. I mean, it's probably a 2-minute walk, if that. We actually, where we park our vehicles is right next to it. Um,
Speaking of Subway, have you ever in any of their videos seen them order Subway?
no, they used to go to that one sub shop with AGP, but no. Um,
Nothing
but
healthy.
but we weren't even allowed to walk to that, even though I carry around. I if we leave the building, because I have to do 1 day a week, or not 1 day a week. On each shift, we have to do these walkthroughs, and in case anybody's wondering, no, I'm not a security guard. But we have to carry around 2 different radios.
He's not a cop either, guys.
No, I'm not. We have to carry around 2 different radios. One is just a regular, like a regular type radio, and there's another special kind of radio. Anyways, that's off topic. But even though they will reach to the Subway, we weren't even allowed to walk over there to pick up food. So I will order it on occasion. If I get up and I'm in a rush and I don't have time to stop and go get something. But I can't imagine anybody that is so lazy that they have to order
That would be
DoorDash
them.
every single day. I mean,
That would be them. I mean, and you ever notice that when she actually drives them somewhere to go like fast food or something, that they have to eat it right as soon as they get it. They have to pull over and eat it right there. 9 out of 10 times, if I've ever gotten fast food, I will go pick it up and bring it home, and we sit down and eat it. They have to pull in, park, and eat it.
yeah, I get it, Pookie, and I've said it before.
All right, here
I
it
have
is, guys.
I have a little bit of a big mouth.
He's a janitor for Home Depot. That's why he has to carry radios around. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's yep. Damn it, Dago.
I'm just saying, it's out there now. It's done and over with. Okay, it's out. Sorry, it's done. Figure out which Home Depot it is. Good luck. There's so many of them you won't.
But going back to what I was saying, I tend to talk about stuff and I don't think about what I'm saying before I say it. Sometimes I'll catch myself, sometimes I won't. But had I, when I was talking about the radios, had I said the other type of radio that we have to carry, anybody that wanted to know would probably be able to figure it out.
Right. All right. So Morty left, I take it. Or no, she's still here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, lazy. They pull over immediately. They pull off out of the drive through. Sometimes they don't even get out of the fucking drive, like away from the window, and he's already eaten. So yeah. It's
Well,
pretty
and when
pretty gross.
when they do get out of the house, I would say probably 95% of the time when they do get out of the house to go get fast food, it's only the only reason they stop and get fast food is because they're getting out of the house for another reason.
They have to eat every time they go somewhere. Anywhere they go, they stop and get food. If they're going to the grocery store, so the point of going to the grocery store is to go buy food to take it home and cook. On the way to the grocery store, they stop and get food, and I'll almost guarantee you that they get it on the way home too, because I've heard Mike numerous times say, "Well, I want I want to get this, and Bridget wants that, and they'll stop and get it, and then you see at home that there's two different types of food, food bags on the counters or something like that. So I'll tell you, I bet you they do. But all that food they just went to the grocery store and bought is sitting there, Excuse me. So it's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I think that he truly and fully is addicted to eating, period.
Pookie, that's what actually got us on that topic. We were talking about that when Cindy did their taxes, and it was. I didn't want to say a number because I couldn't remember exactly. I knew it was over 10,000. I was thinking it was 30 or 40,000.
30 grand, yeah.
Take out food, and that's what got us talking about this, because that's insane. That some people only make that much a year.
Yeah, and that, I mean, I'm sure the way Mike is, he probably tries to use it as a tax write-off because it has something to do with what his business is. I'm sure he claims that on his taxes, that he does food reaction videos or something like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't doubt it. Awkward silence.
Yeah, I'm just reading to see if I missed anything.
Oh, your Twitter addiction?
No. I'm just reading the chat.
Oh yeah, I have to go back and do that too.
Well, they did at one point, Tyler. They did have a chef that was coming in because they were going to try to start eating healthy. And they had I can't remember how many videos she was in.
See, I missed all that.
Yeah, this was probably a couple years ago. This was before COVID.
I know they were ordering that Hello Fresh for a while, but
Yep.
I never saw the chef thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, this was before the Hello Fresh stuff. I think I probably only, and they even talked about it a couple times, but I think I only seen it in a handful of videos, few videos.
And how many times have you seen it? Well, do you remember? I know of at least one video where they cleaned out their cupboards and gave all their food to Jenny. Mm-hmm. They were going to start eating healthy. And then the video, the very next day, they're going through the drive-thru at Taco Bell to try some all chicken sandwich or a taco or whatever that. No, it was KFC. I think that chicken sandwich. It was made out of 2 pieces of chicken.
Yeah.
That thing, I think it was. And it's like, what the hell? And it's not healthy, So
yeah, that could be Pookie. I never heard that it was Doug's friend, but I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, it probably is, because they employ anybody in the family or did, to do whatever. I mean, she's got her fucking mother as their housemaid, for Christ's sakes. I mean,
which is something else I've always thought, like.
Yeah, it's just sick. Instead of just giving your parents, just giving her the money to help her survive, you have to have her clean your house, because that's something that I always wondered too, and that shows the selfishness of Mike. Because yes, he bought. I mean, he didn't really do it, but he bought his dad a double wide trailer, and he bought his mother the same fucking thing. He bought his dad and his mother both a car at one time when his mom lived up in New York with Kim. He bought her a car there. He bought AGP 2 or 3 cars. I think a truck, a van, and a car. The 57 Chevy. And I think one time I remember seeing them give Cindy, I think it was like $20,000 or $25,000, or in a cart or something. But besides that, Cindy still lives in fucking Trailwood in that little dinky ass fucking shitty ass trailer, and still drives the same fucking little white car that she drives. Like, why? That's your mother. And Bridget is written in as, into that LLC that they have as a full partner with him, and half that money is legally hers. So why doesn't she have more? Because Mike won't let that happen.
And the house cleaning thing, I can understand. I can understand having somebody come in like once a week or once every other week to do a deep clean. I mean, because honestly, I've considered that before, having somebody just come in, once or twice a month, or probably more than at least once or twice a month, just to do a deep clean.
Right.
But that's not what they do. I mean, they just.
They're just slobs.
I mean, Cindy vacuums and shit like that. Like, learn to use a damn vacuum cleaner.
They're too lazy. They're both too fucking late. Have you seen their bedroom?
Unfortunately, I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, they're just. If Cindy was not cleaning that house, can you imagine? Especially now that they have kids, can you imagine what that house would look like? You've seen. I mean, on his stream last night, I saw a message, or I mentioned when Charlie was talking about some shit about how sloppy they are and everything, and I said, well, look at the inside of Bridget's car or her SUV thing. I said, can you imagine that smell? And he just kind of made a face like, yeah. And he goes, that used to be a nice vehicle. There's food containers all over the back seat floor and everywhere. I mean, it's disgusting. I just can't get past the fact that they still let her mother live in that fucking trailer park where, oh my God, where Tina lives at. I mean, that's the first thing I would have done was move my mother into a home, not in a trailer park. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've talked about that before. And even though I mean he did do a lot for his dad, but with the amount of money that he was,
not really though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I know what I know what I have heard. I have heard that he bought his dad that house, but the house wasn't really his dad's.
Nope.
I mean,
it was in Mike's name.
I mean, if that's, I mean, yeah, I don't know, because I can understand that, to an extent. If he buys his dad that house, and then something happens to his dad, and the house is in his dad's name, then you have an issue with, Charlie wants a piece, Kim wants a piece, Jenny wants a piece, Mike wants a piece. Keeping it in his name, at least eliminates that. So I can understand that to an extent. My thing is with the amount of money that he was making, he could have bought something nicer for his father. If he was going to spend whatever, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 on that house, he could have bought his dad something,
a real
150.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's living in a $500,000 home, and his dad was living in pretty much a double wide.
A manufactured home. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Same with Tina, his mom. That's the same thing she lives in, and that's in Mike's name too. And all of the cars, except for even that one was too, but all the cars, the red pickup, the white minivan, the Chevy Malibu, I think it was. Yeah, those were all in Bridget's name, and the '57 Chevy was titled to Mike, and then transferred back to the guy that they bought it from, and then so AGP had nothing in his name, and he had no control over his social media accounts, and was only allotted so much money Mike gave him per week or per month or something like that. And it's like if all of it should be his. He should be giving you this and that, because all of the Mike stardom and all his bullshit came from his dad. Period.
Hey, Axel. And yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
And also my thing has always been at worst, the YouTube money should have been split 50-50 at worst, because AGP was the attraction. Without AGP, they would have never had as many subscribers. They would have never made the money. AGP should have gotten at least half of that money.
I would say more, like 3/4 of it should have been his.
Well, I'm just saying at a minimum.
Least, yeah.
I mean, because if you go into if you go into a partnership with somebody and something small, and you make the agreement, we're 50-50 parts of it. Just because one person starts pulling more weight, that doesn't change the agreement. But
right.
I mean, at least 50% should have been going to AGP.
And
And
you know what, Lazy? That's what's fucked up about that is they were in Bridget's name, and Mike said he bought them for him, but all he did was go and put the initial down payment down, and AGP had to make payments on every one of those cars. He paid every one of those for himself, so he didn't buy him shit. And AGP did the house payment too.
yeah, I don't believe anything out of Mike's mouth.
Nothing.
You know, when he says that they split the money and all. He also said he was giving his dad his dad was spending $50,000 a month on pills. There's not a drug abuser in the country that's gonna spend that much money on
dead.
pills.
He'd have been dead. And Tina even said that there was no way in hell that was going to happen. The only thing that she ever gave him, when she gave him an antibiotic and gave him something else, and they all said that she was giving him pain pills. And actually, what it was that Grandpa's girlfriend Lauren, she's the one that was feeding him all the fucking narcotic drugs and all that other shit. So that's where that came from, and she had multiple scripts for that shit. It was free, so that's another bullshit lie that he came up with.
You know, and as far as the YouTube money, I don't think Tina is Tina being his mom.
Yeah, she's cut out completely.
I don't think she, necessarily deserves a portion of the YouTube money as far as tossing her 25% a month or whatever. I don't see that, but I mean,
well, in the beginning she did, because she was in all the videos up until they split up. So
yeah, but she was. I mean, I just kind of keep going back to AGP was the attraction. I agree. When she kind of left the picture, it didn't hurt the channel at all. I mean, he didn't lose viewers or anything because,
right.
But he could have, as a son, making whatever he makes a year, $1 million or millions or whatever he's making a year. You buy your mom a trailer, and Charlie's mentioned it multiple times. She
takes the bus to work.
She's walking to a bus station.
She's still working, first of all. Okay. So, yeah. She still goes to work. And I think she's 66 now. And she's walking through Charleston, which is not a good town, to a bus stop to ride a bus to work 8-hour or 10-hour shifts a day. I think it was, and walking at nighttime sometimes back to that bus station and waiting for the bus to take her back home. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, and I can't, the working thing I can't speak on too much because I don't know, I mean, I feel like I do know the answer a little bit, but I don't know whether she works because she wants to work. I mean, some people just have that mentality, even if they don't have to work, they want to work. But I
think she said she made a reference in the one video that they had her in that she has to go to work, and Mike avoided the whole conversation about that because I think it made him look bad. But because somebody said something, I think it was Jenny that said something, or one of the kids said something about she was like, I need to get going. Somebody going to take me home, so on and so forth, because I have to work in the morning. And one of the kids said, why you got to leave, Grandma? And she was like, because I got to work in the morning. And she looked at Mike, cocked her head to the side, or that look she gives sometimes, and he was like, well, Bridget will take you home, no problem. And then it cuts out. So it's like, yeah. She shouldn't be doing anything. She should be living. He should be taking care of her, period. Paying every bill. I mean, yeah, I heard that he paid some of her bills, but obviously not all of them because she's still working. So, and she doesn't have a car. They gave Jenny a fucking car. She has her own car now, but they could give her a car without a doubt, and they just haven't done it. So,
well, I heard a while back, something because she did have that car at that one time, and she did something that Mike wasn't happy about, as far as a bunch of tickets that she didn't, wasn't paying or something.
She lost her license, yeah, because she had past due or a bunch of unpaid tickets.
I mean, so I can understand, if she's not, if Mike doesn't think it's safe for her to drive or whatever, I can understand him not buying her a car. But I mean, there's an alternative to making her walk to a damn bus station.
Yeah, pay for Ubers or something for her on a daily basis. Then that's what I'm saying. I mean, if that's what you're worried about, then do that. But don't let her fucking ride a bus and walk through a high crime infested town to do it. That's what. Like, first of all, going to the beginning, I don't think she should be working still. He should be taking care of her. If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't be here. So.
And I go back to, I mean, he bought his mom a trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
a big trailer, but it's still a fucking trailer.
Yeah.
And her brother lives there with her. So, I mean, what is that?
And you're 100% correct, Lazy. He is a piece of shit. I started coming to that realization a couple years ago. I believe I started coming to that realization before AGP even passed away.
Me too.
And it's just it's like
better.
every video I watched, I thought he was, there was more and more things that I was disliking about him. And it took me quite a while. And I can't really say for certain because I don't remember, but at some point this past year, I finally had enough and I decided I'm not watching any more of their videos.
Yeah. That's where I was too. I still watch them here and there, but not like I did. And the icing on the cake, the main thing that turned me off of him completely was when I verified and realized that he paid his sisters to say that their brother raped them. I was done then. And then when I watched what he allowed Jesse Ridgway do with his father's ashes for reuse, that was more. And then
God,
that was
Mad King.
That's hilarious, dude. And then just recently over Christmas, I told you guys, I think I said already once, that the comment that he made is when I completely was done with him about Tina, where it was around Christmas time, and he said that he was watching a preview for the movie A Christmas Story, and he couldn't help but think about Tina when he saw the leg lamp. That was it. I completely wrote him out of my fucking mind from that one out there. That was done.
Say 3-6 months down the road, if we're still doing this, we're gonna have people be like, hey, you heard about Big Popper, didn't you? He's a firecracker for it. Yeah, he got that name because he was doing it on live stream.
Maybe we should change your name. Firecracker. Dago and the Firecracker.
Yeah, I heard that name tonight at Mary's place. Now that's not Doug. Isn't Doug's sister's name Mary?
Yeah, but that's not her. She's just
okay.
She was a good. I don't think you followed it, but back when Doug got real sick, Mary was one of his followers that would pop into his thing all the time. But when Doug got sick here a few months back and died, I guess, Mary was on YouTube letting everybody know what was going on with him and sending him money and helping him with stuff. Well, we all, Wolfpack, all got together and donated money to Charlie's Super Chats, and then Charlie turned around and gave it to him. It was like $250 or $300 or something like that. I threw $5 or $10 in it. Yeah, Mary. Wait, is Charlie on? Oh yeah. Mary's been talking some crazy shit too lately. I don't know what's going on with her. So,
that's actually when I got started, like following this shit really heavily, is when the stuff happened with Doug a few months back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right around the time that I decided to go ahead and create I mean, I could go back in my tweets and see But it was shortly after that I finally created my Twitter account, and then I actually started like getting involved in the community and like following people and like keeping track of what everybody was saying.
Oh yeah. What was the GoFundMe for, Lazy? Oh, for Doug. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, people get greedy when they get money going. I remember she did have one. I don't know what what it could have gotten up to, but I'm sure there was quite a bit of money because shit, you guys were in. I know you were, Popper, and I think I seen you too, Lazy. But you guys were in the stream earlier with Doug and Charlie, and did you see the fucking donations that the super chats were getting?
Yeah, I know somebody dropped like $50.
But that happened twice, and somebody dropped $99 too.
And I was like,
yeah, it'd be nice.
I mean,
I'd love to get that kind of money. Shit, I'd keep this thing running forever.
I mean, I'll drop 50. I mean, I probably would have considered, dropping that amount of money if I knew what was happening with the money. But I'm not involved in that community over there, and if all the super chats are going to Doug, like not that I have anything against Doug, and I dropped whatever it was, $5 or $10 just so I could comment, and then they hid my comment. But
yeah, that was kind of shitty, dude. I don't understand it either with the money thing.
So that's probably something that would have to be worked out between him and Doug, or him and Charlie.
Yeah.
Going into it, talk about, well, what are we going to do with super chats? But whatever. I don't think he can, Lazy, because he doesn't have enough. I think before you can, don't.
I don't know. I have a Cash App thing, but I don't know anything about the super chat. Like, I think you have to have a certain amount of either subs or something like that to get that, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I thought, that you had to have like 1,000 subs and a bunch of watch hours.
Or is it just see, I don't even really look at. Hold on a minute. I don't really.
No, Tyler. There was just so many people in there. I donated like $5 or $10 just so I could comment and so it could be seen, because I thought it was funny. Apparently nobody else did, but it got. I don't know how quick it got hidden either, but that's what got me thinking. Like, I mean, we all know Mark Kizak was in there.
Oh yeah. I didn't see him too much in Doug's chat tonight, though.
Nope, I only seen him once. He said he was in there watching and drinking a beer. But
yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to look for this at, guys. So, and like I said before, the only reason I would even accept that, honestly, is because it'll help me to maintain my monthly payment on the streaming service, and just go towards that kind of stuff, because like I said, I'm going on disability now, so I'm not working. But these guys, like, I've seen like on Resurgence, there's people that will drop. I know they make like $300, $400, $500 a night sometimes in there. Like, where does all that go?
Yeah, I've been curious about that myself, and they're never going to tell that, and if they do speak on it, it's not, you can't believe it. But, and I was going to mention to you, if we're still doing this in a month, when it comes time for your subscription, I'll Cash App you some money to help you pay for it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's. I think it's actually. What's the date today? The 13th. I think it's the 17th or something that comes up due. And like I said, I wouldn't even ask for it. That's just the only thing I would use it for, is to maintain this every month, because it costs like $25, $26. And that's really it. And these guys live off of this stuff. Even like I've watched JP streams, which, by the way, he's live again. and it's called The Return of the Realist Streamer, which means he's going back to the shit that he did before, which everybody knew he was going to do. So, fucking joke. Yeah, I don't know how the super chat works, Lazy. I have to look into it a little bit more. I don't even know, like, where do I go in YouTube to even look? I've seen it in there, but I don't use my YouTube for my streaming. I use, that's like the base of it, and then the streaming service is on top of that. So I wouldn't even know where to look, guys. Honestly. I guess I'll have to do a little research. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, Popper. Didn't he say last night, or was it the night before, that he wasn't going to do anything other than reaction videos, wasn't it?
Nope, that's actually what I'm typing right now.
What's that?
I'm typing in. I'm about ready to. Anybody that's curious, I'm about to go the fuck off on JP.
I love it. I knew it was coming. And you know he means it, guys, because he said go the fuck off. He didn't just say go off on. He's going to go the fuck off. I promise you. This has been building up for a few days, guys, so get ready. You might want to click over on there on one of your other devices and take a look at it. It's
going to take a minute, because what I'm saying, I might have to copy and paste so I can type it again type in the second part of it, because I'm already halfway through my 200 limit.
Oh, shit, you're going nuts, aren't you? I may have to get over there just to back you up, bud. Can't wait to hear this. I don't know where all this hate's coming from. Fucking hilarious. Starts to do like the creepiest thing on the planet. And I'm like, get out of here. Like, and of course he's talking about Doug and Charlie. I hope you're not blocked, brother.
That tells it like it is. I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if it's Doug, Charlie.
No, you're not. He said he's the only one that tells it like it is.
I support that 100%. No matter what their names are. Until I see a reason why I shouldn't support them. See, I am not like the others. Now, I know I told you this, but it's repeating. At least that is worth repeating. I am not like the others. I am the realest.
Yeah, Matt King, it is him. Melonhead. Right now, it's under the realist streamer.
Then I am going to be as real as possible. I am going to be what I'm destined to be. A legend. An internet legend.
Going to be an internet legend.
And I don't have to kill myself on the internet like that Japanese girl.
Joke.
I'm the only one that'll sit here and say, you know.
Oh, shit.
Are you blocked?
No, I'm not.
What's the matter?
I think I'm just going to leave it at what I think I'm just going to leave it at this.
Did you put it in yet?
Just put it in.
See, I knew it. Jim Tom is in there again. I don't see it yet, Popper. It must be on a delay.
What's the last comment that you see?
Jim Tom Live is on patrol. Or Jim Tom Live. Jim Tom saying live is on patrol. Live on patrol is on. Sorry.
Somebody's seen it, because Polish Prince just said gravy hole, and that's something I said in my tweet or my comment.
Blocked it or something. Or I'm locked in because I can't see it.
I told him.
Dr. Now's in there, huh?
Damn.
Gravy hole. He
Yeah.
had to have blocked it because I can't see it. Or I have to be blocked. I wonder if I should type something.
I don't see how he blocked it because he hasn't even looked at the screen.
I speak from experience, man, and it's so.
Well, if he blocked it, he got the message. But I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said, you fat-headed, hypocrite, bitch-ass motherfucker. How many times is your lying, Cartman-looking bitch-ass going to say you're done with drama and turn around and post drama the next night? And one last thing, you baby Huey motherfucker, tribute to Morticia. Keep Rachel's name out your gravy hole.
All right, well, then I'm just going to type there and go, yeah, what Big Popper said. And then, of course, I'll add Melonhead to it.
Somebody sent me a clip. First, I was told Hot Lips deleted her channel. Then somebody sent me a clip from a Hot Lips Archive channel where Isaac's going on there and confronting Doug about being with Cindy. I watched it.
Well, my comment showed up, so.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Isaac, I really appreciate you dropping the bullshit and letting everybody know that you don't think I'm a pedophile. Because the difference between me and Doug is whenever
I'm
you
out
call
of there.
you call me the shit, and your group will call me the shit.
His own people are in here fucking, like.
It's
That's Mad King.
Jonathan Haldeman, I think it was.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
Well,
to the
tonight,
chat.
normally it's Jonathan Haldeman, but tonight it's up under as the realist streamer. It's back.
Yeah. I screen capped it on my computer, and don't know if I should tweet that out or I'm gonna at least post it in our group chat so Rachel can see it. At least I have her back. So what they did is apparently they blocked my first. He hid my first comment, but my second comment showed up.
Oh, did it? Because I didn't see. Let me go back and look. Where's it at? I just said, yeah, what Big Popper said, Melonhead. And then, what's your second comment? 'Cause I don't see that either.
The second comment's when I said, and one last thing, you baby Huey motherfucker, keep Rachel's name out of your gravy hole.
Oh, so the one must have showed up because that dude saw Gravy Hole and laughed.
No, Mad King, I'm not mad. When I'm mad, I post shit like I just posted in JP's stream. And
dude, this guy has gotten us so fucking like. Just first of all, Popper has standards that he has life set at. Okay, I've learned that, and this guy is so fucking fake, and he lies, and everything he does, and especially the biggest part of it is the way he's been talking about Rachel over the past week for no fucking reason, you know. So that's where Popper's at with him, and I can't fucking. I hate this guy. I'm sorry, I do. I would like to see. I'd like to bring pain down on him to the point where, you know, his entire head is caved in. That's how I feel about him. So yeah. I hate that he gets away with the lies that he tells when he says, somebody sent me this, when he was in here fucking recording the stream and then broadcasting it on his fucking channel, because he cannot make his own fucking content.
Morty,
wait, what was that?
You just sit there and shine your lumps, and you listen close and keep your mouth shut for once. The realest motherfucker is speaking. And all his streams are staying up. Because I realized this is what I'm supposed to do. When I started 4 years ago...
Oh, he's trying to act like a badass now.
Being unbiased, realist, YouTube. Somebody that nobody can compare to, not on this side. You know, like I said, I was originally going to name this They're All Predators. And I was going to have a thumbnail of Doug, Michael
Oh, he's talking out his ass now, dude.
Yeah, I'm not even listening to him. I don't even care what he has to say.
I'm gonna have to get up in this dude's fucking ass. I can see that now. Okay.
Morty, did you happen to see what I said when I went into JP's chat, or did you hear what I had to say when I went into JP's chat?
That's exactly what's going on, Tyler. Did you see Tyler Sutton's comment?
No.
He said he thinks it's because he's got 950's backing that he's a badass now. That's why he's doing this shit the way he's talking right now.
Well, I just I took a screenshot of it on my computer, or I screen printed and then pasted it, and then I just sent it in the group chat.
Yeah, I think he needs to get marked.
And I paid tribute to you, Morticia.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I guess we're all talking about the Greens tonight because that's what he's rambling about now. Whatever, who cares? Turn it down.
Is he not a fan of
No, he don't like them at all. Not at all. I mean, that's why I used to kind of like watch some of his stuff every now and then because I agreed with him on that, and then he fucking went out like ass wacko or some shit and started running his mouth and being a fucking nutball. And just recently, I've grown to absolutely hate this guy. So, you know. Charlie has it. I think Charlie has the apartment number too. Do you know who it was that put it in there, Tyler?
He thinks. What are we talking about?
Our
apartment address.
Because I want to make sure. I mean, I want to see if it's got his actual apartment number, not the building number.
Hey, Dago, I'm not sure. Hey, can you guys still hear me? Oh, okay. Now Dago's back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've been silent for like 30 seconds.
Oh, I was just listening to something, but yeah, I was here.
Oh no, I thought you were talking, and then all of a sudden you just cut out.
Oh no, I don't know. I was just sitting here listening. That's all.
And then I said a couple things, and I wasn't seeing the like indication that my mic was picking me up, so I thought the stream ended.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know what was going on with that. Unless it was because I had the.
That explains why you didn't answer me when I said
is that happening now?
No.
How about now? How about now?
No, we can hear you.
Okay. I think it was something because I had my cursor on something else in a different part of my computer. I think it kind of took me out of here for a second. I don't know. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys.
That's the first time I've ever seen that name, Polish Prince. But
too.
They were in JP stream, and I mean they laughed at the gravy hole comment that I made. So
yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's a new one for me too.
Oh, well, I've heard multiple people say it. That I mean, because there's a lot of us that actually have Isaac's address. We just don't have his
apartment number.
Kind
Right.
of contradicting yourself a little bit.
What was awesome, Morticia?
It's to my attention that you are over in Charlie's stream talking shit about me. The one who had your back, did Charlie Green have your back when Father 2 was harassing you every stream, annoying the hell out of you? I don't think so. He's too busy streaming about Isaac and Mike.
Well, when I said that in his stream, he must have something that automatically like
Yeah.
blocks keywords or something.
Yeah, he's got that new expensive system that his stupid ass followers bought for him.
But you know, I'm the only person you want to be talking shit on.
Why is that?
Don't join in on Charlie's toxicity about me. Charlie doesn't know me. Charlie only goes by what he's told. I thought something before I wrote 40.
Hold on, guys. Sorry.
My question for Charlie.
All right. Yeah, I can't stand to watch him. He irks me. The more and more I see of him, and the more I hear of him, he irks me more and more. And I've said it a couple times tonight. The hypocrisy thing. That's one of my pet peeves. I don't like people that say they're going to do one thing and then they turn right around and do something else. And I'm really getting sick of hearing, I'm done with the drama. And then 10 seconds later, he's doing the drama shit.
Right back
Like,
in it.
I don't.
Right back.
All right. If he wants to address the drama and stuff, then by all means address the drama. I mean, because we do in here. You know, everybody else pretty much does. Charlie does, and Doug does, and Isaac does. Everybody does. Just don't say you're not going to, and then do it anyways. That just. And last night when he posted that little short clip of entitled it something about they exposed this god or something like that, and then it was the Vincent McMahon little video that rubbed me the wrong way, and I wanted so bad to go in there and just let loose on him, but he wasn't live, so I've been saving that up since last night. And then plus I'm getting sick of hearing him talk about Rachel. I mean, actually, we do talk about JP on occasion here, but Rachel doesn't bring up JP all that much, and I know she doesn't like him, and obviously we know he doesn't like her. I think he doesn't like her because he got rejected, but oh well, buddy. We've all been through it. I mean, get over it, move on. She don't want you. Right along with 99.9% of the rest of the country. So I don't feel like Rachel goes overboard in talking about him and it's like he's constantly bringing Rachel up. And I don't like it. And that's why I've always disliked Steve, but Steve is really pissing me off here lately. And it's not because he's triggering me, because I can handle the back and forth with him. It doesn't bother me in the least bit. But I don't like the personal attacks on. I mean, if he was going to personally attack, if him and Isaac suddenly don't like each other, I'd be okay with the personal attacks. But personal attacks about somebody that I associate with and that I like, I don't like that. Is anybody still here? Am I by myself in here? What the hell? Can you guys hear me at all? Okay, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I'm because I kind of have StreamYard in the background and I have YouTube pulled up, and I haven't seen any comments since 11:32 when Morty said she can't stand him about the glasses comment. None of the comments after that is for me is coming up on the stream. It's only showing up for me in StreamYard. And I don't know if Memo or MEMO or whoever the fuck that is, I don't know if he's listening or if he's in here. But I don't know who Big G is. But it ain't me. So I don't know what that's all about. Okay, Morty, who did he call Fago?
I'm back.
All right, thought we were having some technical difficulties, but I'm not sure what that's all about.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to get it. Morty said he brought somebody up and then called him all kinds of names and then Fago. I mean, if it was me, I doubt it was me, but if it was me, okay. He ain't hurting my feelings.
Let me go back and listen real quick.
Oh, Dago. He was talking about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you, Tyler.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so that
That Bulldog was a part of Guest Mob. Are you?
I just seen that. Actually, let me look and see.
Watching that damn stream.
Okay, yeah, that was a message that was sent in private chat like almost 2 hours ago. I don't know how I missed it up until now. So, okay, that makes sense.
You can't make this up, man. And Charlie wasn't called me a flip flopper.
Yeah, and I don't have any issue with Smokey. I mean, I'm a little leery of everybody. A little bit less, a lot less so with Morty and Rachel and Dago. But everybody else, I kind of keep at arm's length. And there's a couple people that's kind of in between there. Bowles is somebody that I like a lot. And as long as Morty, and I don't know him personally, so, but Morty's told me that, there's certain people that she trusts. So, as long as Morty trusts them, I'll put my trust in them. But everybody else and Smokey's in this group, I don't have any issue with him. I enjoy him coming up on panel with us and talking. I wish I understand the reasoning behind him using the voice modulator. It would make it much easier if we could actually talk to him without the voice modulator. But I get why he needs to do that. But yeah, he's cool.
She don't know what that means. She thinks getting a pizza delivered is being swatted. Her brain is fried from the meth. But anyway, how many times have you seen Tina cool with Isaac? Then she hates him. Then she's cool.
Okay, I mean,
and then you see
so he talks about Dago's channel getting 5 viewers. Okay. Dago's channel's been around a month and a half, about a month.
That's what he said.
That's what Tyler just said. I mean, Dago's channel's been around a month.
Well, I just left him a couple of messages, and we'll see how he responds to that.
And there's been a couple times we have got up to 20 or between 20 and 25. Now JP's been around for years, and I've seen recently in there where he's only pulling 30. I mean, that don't, you know, if he's talking about Dago's channel, I mean, that don't make him shit. And my understanding is he used to have a decent amount of viewers. But like I said, you know, a brand new channel pulling probably, I mean, I don't know what we got right now. We got 5 in here right now. But for most of tonight, we've had 10 or more.
Everybody in his stream is talking shit to him. All in his chat. Every one of them. Minus me like 2.
Tyler, and that's what I mean. You know, if he's got 66 right now, you know, he's an established channel. He's been involved in the drama. His name is known by everybody. Like, I am finding out who JP is, but I've heard his name for quite some time. And he can only pull 66.
And everybody that's in there is talking shit to him. Like, all of them. Who the fuck? What is that all about? Why would you even want to run it?
Well, and that's another thing. You know, if he's pulling 66, how many of that 66 are people within there that can't stand him? Because I was in there for a minute, and I can't stand him. Dago was in there. He can't stand him. And, you know, overall, you know, compared to JP,
like the realest fucking wiener.
Compared to JP and Isaac and Charlie and some of these other names, me and Dago are relatively unknowns on a brand new channel. So of course we're not pulling the numbers like he is.
He saw this girl, he was in love, and he never thought twice of it. She said that she was 18. Is he driving illegally too?
They're all dogging on him, Tyler. Like, I just looked at it. Everybody in there is saying some kind of a smart-ass comment to him. I think there's 2 people that aren't. I think one of them was his fake-ass girlfriend, Amber, and some other idiot that wasn't even really saying anything, so... Faggo, I'm not the one, dude. You don't want to come at me like that. Big mistake, brother. Just letting you know.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting a couple messages on Twitter that I'm replying to. I didn't know Dago was going to pop out. Let me get back over to StreamYard. Yeah, and I've noticed a lot of people that do that. I mean, it's easy to do that, you know, like for instance tonight, Doug and Charlie had 300 and something. You know, there's nights where Charlie's pulled over 400. You know, there's no way one person's going to be able to keep up with all the chat. But with 66 people in there, you should be able to keep up with the chat pretty well. Now, I'm bad at it. Because I'm new to it. There's times where I don't look at the chat for 5-10 minutes. But I don't know if I've seen a picture of her. I don't think I have, Tyler.
He just said I don't want to be a hypocrite. Really?
Well, then I guess he fails because
the hypocrisy is real.
At this point, and like I said, I'm not fully up on JP and what his channel has been in the past, but just the impression that I've got and things that I've heard, you know, he used to be maybe not necessarily a competing channel with Isaac as far as like viewers and stuff like that, but more of competition than what, say, this channel is right now. So it's confusing to me. part of me thinks at this point he doesn't care how he gets viewers in there. He doesn't care if he pisses everybody off and everybody's in there hating on him. Because if you got 100 people in there hating on you, you still got 100 viewers. And I've heard multiple people say that before. Thanks for the view.
That is 100% the truth, sir.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm guessing you can still hear me, Dago. I ain't got much more time in me. Oh, Dago just left. Hey, BR Breast, what's going on? We're in here dogging on JP.
Sorry about that. I bumped the wrong button. I apologize.
Yeah. I was saying I ain't got much more in me. Not that I'm tired or anything like that, but
I have seen these 2 streams I went into. You had between 100 and 110 people.
I just don't want to get too worked up. I mean, I don't want to dip out right now, but
yeah, I just shut him down because I don't even want to hear him now. So
yeah,
not even want to hear him. I'm good.
I mean, as far as him calling JP or JP calling Charlie names, okay. I mean, Charlie openly admitted he was a drug addict. I mean, I don't know if he was actually a drug addict. I mean,
who, Charlie?
Yeah. He used
slightly.
drugs.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, right. That's what I was going to say.
But I mean, he would openly admit that he had an issue with alcohol. All that does is make him look better that he has overcome that. Because as far as any of us know, and I have no reason to doubt this, Charlie's clean and sober. He's not drinking and he's not using drugs.
Exactly. Like, again, he's just like Isaac Jr. He's going to pull from the past to make content for the present. That's what they both do.
Yeah.
Always have and always will.
I mean, the thing is he can't do that. He can't do that and not do the drama thing.
Right.
And that's what pisses me off more than anything with him. I mean, aside from him attacking Rachel, just being a hypocrite and saying he's going to do one thing and doing something else. I have a hard time understanding that mentality. And it's kind of going back to what we were talking about Jersey Girl earlier. Somebody that can say, talk about Blaker going over to Guest Mob and, how she doesn't understand it and talk about him and then turn around and do the exact same thing a day or two later. I don't understand that mentality. Yeah. And the suicide by cop thing that I keep hearing about that. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. I think I have heard people talk about that he faked a suicide. Is that what that pertains to? Is that what he did?
Basically, yeah.
So he faked suicide by cop.
Yep.
I mean, so if he did that and put it out however he put it out, whether it be Twitter or YouTube or whatever, that makes him as big a piece of shit as anybody that he's talking about.
Oh, or more. That shows how much of a pussy he is, first of all. Because he could never go through with something like that. Second of all, yeah, exactly. I agree with you 300%.
What was his reasoning for doing that? Was it because things with Isaac was getting too bad, or was he trying to?
I think that's what it was. I can't remember the exact situation. I just remember all the drama that followed it.
I mean, what's the end game at that point?
Honestly, I don't know, because I think he was away for a little while after that.
Right.
And then I don't know what happened with him. And then he came back and he was doing one of his weird things again about, I'm done with this, I'm done with that, I'm done with this, I'm done, blah, 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 blah. And then here we are again today. I mean, and this dude is on medication, so, that'll tell you right there, part of it. He shouldn't even be allowed on YouTube, I'm sorry. After the faking the suicide by cop, he should have been banned from any social media platform that exists. That's just my opinion.
Well, and I just don't get, like I said, I don't get the end game on that unless your intention is like things are getting too bad. I want to get off of social media. I want to get off of YouTube forever. What is your end game? Because then you make yourself look like a desperate, like pathetic dumbass when you come back and say, "Hey guys, I faked it."
Right. Exactly.
And I don't see what it would accomplish. If he faked it and then he left YouTube for a month or two, obviously, maybe Isaac stops messing with him. Maybe Isaac digs and finds out that he's lying.
Because but I would think that if he would realize that if Isaac would figure that out, it would make his life so much harder.
That's what I don't understand. How did Isaac not figure it out? Because I tell you right now, if I seen on Twitter tomorrow morning that something happened to Isaac,
mm-hmm.
I would be checking for the next 2 or 3 days.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
So, how did Isaac not find out that it was fake?
I don't know. I was kind of wondered that myself for a while.
Yeah, he's got a treasure trove.
Really did.
Oh, you drew this. Oh, wow, I love that.
I don't understand.
Oh man. What is today? Sunday?
Yes, sir. February 13th.
Oh man.
Excuse me.
I wonder if my son's still up.
Why? What's going on?
Wow. No, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking that I need a night to unwind.
Video games or something.
Yeah, and he's got college. Although, because he does the at home college,
uh-huh.
he's been able to do that because of COVID.
Okay.
One of his classes had a lecture that was online for the first 3 weeks,
right?
Because of that Omicron.
Oh yeah.
But then they went to in person. But he was able to. So that lecture was at like 9 a.m. every morning. But he was able to talk to the teacher about attending a different lecture, which is an online lecture where they just basically release the video. So I don't think he has to be up at a certain time anymore. But yeah, it would just be nice if he's up. It'd be nice just to, like I said, unwind and relax and not worry about the drama stuff, and maybe play some 7 Days to Die or Ready or Not.
I got some frustrations.
Yeah. There's a few online games that are a few multiplayer games that we play together. But he's bad about finding I got one that might interest you if you don't play, if you're not into like online games, it probably wouldn't. But it's called Phasmophobia.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it's a ghost hunting game.
Oh, yeah, I'd be into that for sure.
If you ever get the opportunity, check it out.
It's Phasmophobia?
Yeah, it's a fun game. It could be a very redundant game. It's better to play with other people. and you can play with up to I don't know how many people, but you basically get a job where there's paranormal activity in a location, and you've got different tools that you can use to try to narrow down. You got like the black light where you can look for fingerprints, and then got the EMF, and like motion detectors, and like got there's different things you can get to try to find different types of evidence. And once you figure out the evidence, you put it into your journal, and if you find all three pieces of evidence, it'll tell you which type of ghost it is. And then they do these things where they you have what's called sanity. It starts at 100%. The longer you're in the dark and the longer you're around like paranormal activity,
Right.
your sanity goes down. And once your sanity gets to a certain point, the ghost can hunt.
Oh.
And like
Cool.
when it hunts, if it catches you, game over.
Okay.
It's
Sounds
a fun
cool.
game. Yeah.
Like how? What kind of? You have to have a pretty decent operating system to run it.
I've never looked into it, just because I know my computer will run anything on Steam.
Right.
So I've never looked at the recommended specs on it. My guess is probably not.
Okay. Because that's my problem. It's I'm lucky that I'm running this shit. It's time for a new computer. This thing is so outdated and everything, and
Hey, Shadow.
Everything's pretty full and everything, so it's either time to get an external hard drive or move on to a new system.
Did I miss Lacey saying he was? Oh, he said he'll be listening. He'll be right back. But yeah, that's one that we've played. We haven't played it in a while. They keep doing patches to it, and every patch they make it harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, 7 Days to Die is one that we played a lot, and I downloaded a new one, or I purchased a new one for my account and his account a couple weeks ago called Forest. It's kind of similar to 7 Days to Die, like a survival game. Play that. One called Barrow Trauma that we play. It's I don't even know how to explain it. You operate a submarine, and you do missions for different colonies.
Uh-huh.
And there's like, I don't know the story behind the game, but there's like these alien creatures in the water that can attack your submarine and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's one we play on occasion.
What's up, Shadow? Sorry, but I just...
Yeah, that's fine. Then I've got a lot of single player. Well, not necessarily all single, but a lot of games that I play single player.
Yeah.
Like actual relaxing games, farming sim.
Oh yeah, those are definitely relaxing.
Gold Rush, the game, is one I've been playing. Although I haven't played it. I think for 3 or 4 nights since pretty much since the disc drama started.
Right.
I haven't played any games since then.
Okay. Yeah, I need a new computer, in the worst way, because I would really like to get into PC gaming. I seem to. Sorry, excuse me. I used to do it a while back, and it was just a little bit here and there, and I downloaded Steam so I could run my patch for Ultima Online that I used to play, and I was in here doing that, but that's so outdated now that the operating system won't even run that now. I don't think so. Like I said, I'm lucky I can do this, and I can do typical research and shit like that on a computer, but that's really it. So I'm more of a desktop person. I think I said that to you before. and I have multiple monitors that I can hook into it. That's the kind of system I'd like to have set up in here. And if I could get that, there's a lot of games that I've been seeing that I would be into, and the one that you explained to me, I'd be all over that. There's a game that I saw not too long ago. I can't remember the damn name of it, but it reminds me of back in the day. I used to have the X-Files game for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was stupid interactive, and I love the X-Files. Like that was my favorite show for a long ass time. So anything like that, I love. And I saw this game that was right along the same scenario as X-Files, but way, way, way more interactive. The graphics look like a fucking movie. And like there's just so many things you can do in this game. It blows my mind. And I can't think of the name of it. I would love to get into something like that. I absolutely would. So I think I'm going to look into that scenario, and I need to remember the name of the damn game though. See what I can do with that and go from there.
Yeah, I wanted to do the I wanted to do multiple monitors.
Right.
Probably 3.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
But I don't have the room in the room that I have my computer set up at. I just don't have the room, and I don't know how it would work with my monitor. Because I had just a regular like 32-inch monitor.
Uh-huh.
And then I broke it. I hang my headset on my monitor,
mm-hmm.
and I wasn't paying attention one night, and I went to put my headset on my monitor to get off the computer, and it just smacked my screen, and it cracked messed my screen up.
That sucks.
So I started using my son's extra monitor, and I used that for a while, and the only reason he wasn't using it is because it had a line down the middle of the screen.
Okay.
And then one day I decided a buddy of mine wanted me to get a steering wheel to play a game with him. So I went to Best Buy, and when I was in Best Buy, I was looking at the computer monitors, and I wanted to get a 32-inch, I can't remember the brand, but it was a 32-inch curved monitor.
Yeah, those are badass.
But they were completely out of them, so I ended up having to get, I think, a 27-inch. But with the monitor being curved, I don't know how that works to have 3 monitors. I don't want to be encompassed by monitors.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do that though, because they won't. It wouldn't. The effect of it that you're trying to get out of that, I don't think that would work unless they were all curved. But
oh yeah, I mean, if they would definitely be all curved.
Yeah. So that you probably would be encompassed by monitors. Then I mean, unless. Well, yeah, you kind of would be. That'd be kind of cool, though. Actually, I think if you had them kind of wrapped around you, you know what I'm saying?
It would. But if I was going to do something like that, I would probably want 6 instead of 3.
Say that a double row, yeah.
And for what I do, that would be overkill.
It would still be badass as hell.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it would be.
And more Russian shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about setting up a. Plus, I found out a friend of mine that deals with computers and stuff like that you can use like actual TVs for monitors too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I have 3 36-inch TVs that are just not being used. I have a Toshiba, Panasonic, a Toshiba Fire TV, and then some generic brand that I have up there, Lenovo or something like that I'm not a big fan of. But so I could actually do that, and then I also have 2 27-inch actual computer monitors that I could add into that too. I don't know what the effect of that would be, but I could do it. this guy said, and I could set it like put them in at the bottom of the TVs if I wanted to, and then I could do all sorts of shit with that. And I'm like, well, I'm not some kind of fucking CSI computer whiz or some shit like that, but it would be cool to be able to play games like that, you know. But I don't know.
Yeah, my son's monitor that for his computer it's just a 42-inch TV.
Okay.
I don't know about a 42-inch, but I know I had years ago, back when I used to play World of Warcraft. I had a very large TV.
Yeah.
And it was a curved TV.
Okay.
I don't remember what size it was. Maybe a 55-inch, maybe a 60-inch curved TV.
Okay.
And it was a very, very expensive TV, and it had really good graphics. But I decided to hook my computer up to that TV to try to play World of Warcraft on a big 60-inch badass TV.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was unplayable for me. I couldn't do it.
Really?
You would think it being a bigger screen, you know, you could sit back. It just, for me, it was unplayable. I couldn't do it.
See, I was thinking about that too, because I have in my living room up front, I have a 65-inch, and we're getting ready to go by for the den. We want a 78-inch, or no, 76 inch is what she wants. And I saw for my den, because I have a whole wall. It's like a fireplace type scenario that has a big wall that was put in with a mounting shelf and all that in there. So it would be kind of like a mini theater back there if I wanted to do with the TV, or I could put up. I have a projector with a dry screen and all that. I could put up if I want to, but I don't like the effect of that. I'd rather have the actual TV screen. I wondered what it would be like to play on a TV that big.
Tyler, they all do that because that's the only current thing they can go after Charlie for. They can't go after him off, because of the drinking, because he doesn't drink anymore. It's always they either go after him for stuff that he's said and done in the past, the threat, some of the stuff he said, and the drinking and the drugs and everything else. The only thing they have in his life that they can go after him for is the fact that he doesn't see his daughter. And
he's cleaned everything else up.
And now Charlie says, and I'm not one to say whether he's being honest or not, but Charlie says that he's not allowed to see his daughter because of what Isaac and them did to his daughter and his daughter's mom.
Yeah, that's true. 100%, because she when they doxed her, she called him and said, "That's it. I'm done. We're not going to have this drama in our lives." And that's that. And said that, when she turns 18, if she wants to come see you, then she can. But until then, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, I mean, no innocent relatives want to be involved in this shit.
No.
If they wanted to be involved in it, they would be in here involved in it.
That's it. And it wasn't his fault, and I felt bad for him because he approached it with, I can't blame her. I understand completely, and it's just wrong, completely wrong. And Mike has made it hard for him to see her too. And Mike likes to get pictures of her and talk to her mother and then rub it in Charlie's face. And it's like, you don't deserve to call him family. I just another thing that Michael Green has done to make himself a piece of shit in my mind.
Yeah.
So,
and I can't blame her for doing that either. I mean,
no, I get it. I do. I get it.
But I've heard Charlie say a couple different times about, when she turns 18. I mean, all I can say about that is we'll see.
I hope. I really would like to see him be able to have that relationship. and I hope I'd like to see him and Erica have a child because I think honestly at this point that it would do Charlie good to be a father because I think he's matured enough to where he could handle it, and I think only that if he were to have a baby now, that it would only make him better from here. Do you know what I mean?
Um, nobody's perfect. So, um, all I'm going to say is, if his daughter turns 18 years old, and a few months goes by and Charlie still doesn't have a relationship with her, I mean, I think that's wrong. But like I said, nobody's perfect. Not everybody's cut out to be a parent.
Right.
And I would think he's wrong for that. But he wouldn't lose my support for it because I mean, like I said, nobody's perfect. And just because he's wrong on that instance doesn't mean he's wrong on everything else.
Yeah. I agree. I do agree.
I hope when she turns 18, don't think she needs to be on camera.
And I don't think I don't think he would put her life out there. And I know I can almost tell you for a fact that if him and Erica had a child, we wouldn't see him anywhere near as much as we see him now, and we'd probably never see that baby.
Probably not. I mean,
Which would be smart.
Just even if his daughter turns 18 and they start having a relationship and they're seeing each other, even if she wants to be in vlogs as a parent, I think it would probably be best. Like if my son came to me, because I don't tell my son nothing. I mean, he knows a lot about what's going on, but he don't know the name of this channel.
Right.
And I won't tell him the name of this channel.
Exactly.
Because I don't want him involved in this drama. And the same thing, even if she wanted to be in strings as a parent, like, if I was her parent, I would be like, look, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be involved in this.
Well, that's my son. He's 15 years old, and he's like, hey, can I say hi? Can I say? I said, no, listen, this is a whole separate scenario because he thinks it's cool that I do this and all that and everything. Because he's on his side of YouTube doing his thing sometimes, But I said, no, you're not involved in this. You will never be involved in this. This is my thing, and you'll stay to your thing, and I will not get involved in that. But I don't want you involved in this because you know why, and you know what goes on in here, and he does. He's seen it himself, on his own side, but we don't do that at all. So I said, it's nothing against you, and I said, and the people that I talk to would be polite with you, and I'm sure they'd say hi and everything else, but we're not going to do that. We're not even going to go there. So
yeah, and like I said, my son knows a lot of what goes on because I talk to him quite a bit, but he knows a lot of what's going on by nicknames and real names like Isaac and stuff like that.
Right.
He don't know my Twitter name. I would never tell him my Twitter name. Same thing with this your channel. I ain't gonna tell him that. I don't tell him anybody's like if I mention you, it's Dago. I'm not gonna tell him your whole Twitter name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For a couple reasons. One, he doesn't need to be involved in this bullshit.
Right.
And two, I wouldn't want him, he's like me, but he's even a little bit probably more trusting. So it wouldn't take much, and I'm talking about my oldest one.
Right.
It would probably wouldn't take much for him to put a lot of trust into people and start telling people about real life stuff.
Info, yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're supposed to do as parents, because that's what we do. So, well, it looks like Steve Billings' stomach, Tyler Money, Diablo 1, Mad King 80, Homer Doe, and yeah, they're all over talking to Melonhead, I guess. So
Yeah, and I've said that in here before, Tyler. I have no issue with his kids. I feel bad for his kids. But his oldest kid, he doesn't have very much time when his oldest kid will be on the internet.
And that's when that relationship will end. Or
and well,
change, I should say.
One or two things will happen. Either he will look at his dad in a whole new way and realize that his dad is, it's still his dad, but maybe, dad, you're kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Or he will get drawn into it and he'll enjoy it just as much as his dad did.
Yeah. And I could just see that piece of shit bringing his son in with him and making him part of fucking Guest Mob and going from there.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him doing that. I really could, because I would never involve my child in something like that. You don't do that.
Like I said,
that opens them up for everything and anything,
And like I said, and my kids are adults.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I still wouldn't do it.
No. Right. Exactly. That's just, you don't do that. That's stepping over the line. And that's basically telling any troll, like, here's my kid, go ahead and do what you want. You know what I mean? That's just not what you do.
Well, Isaac has had a lot of years to develop the thick skin he has. And this type of stuff, in my eyes, this type of stuff has progressively gotten worse as far as the bullying shit. I mean, it's always probably been around, but I think it's gotten a lot worse with technology and people having more anonymity. It's just gotten a whole lot worse. So if his son was to jump into this drama, his son's not going to have the amount of time that Isaac has had to develop that thick skin.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%. Oh, wow.
Guess I got a channel to go flag.
Yep. That's what I was just thinking. How do I do that from my phone? Is it better to do it from your phone or your computer?
Computer.
Yeah, I'm not doing it that way then. I wonder what about the TV?
I'm not sure.
Click over that way and see if it makes a difference. What do you call that?
Hey Tyler, do you know a timestamp of when he said that? Or Taylor?
Is it Taylor? Tyler. It's Tyler.
Oh no, it's both Tyler. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, Tyler Money's back. Okay.
Yeah, either Tyler.
Yeah, I seen you guys were over there, Tyler. You guys just over there trolling or what? We got JP's job info, so next we need his so-called girlfriend info. They're trolling the shit out of him over there. That's hilarious. All right, so that is considered harassment, bullying, hateful, abusive, violent, or repulsive. Harassment or bullying, right? Because there is no racial, harmful harassment. I'll go with that one.
Shit. He's about to end his live stream, and he probably won't re-upload it. I need to know when he did that.
Let me see if I can help you real quick. Give me a second. Was it right before you came over here and said that, Tyler?
The speech is not welcome on Guest Mob's live chat, JP, but it's further proof I'm not part of Guest Mob. I thought. Thank you, Tyler. Hater number 7.
Right here, I think it is.
Where is she?
Hold on, Popper. I think I got it pretty close to it here.
Oh, here, maybe this. She's arrested for domestic violence. Oh, good God. Anyways, let me get out of this. If you're on my side, I'm on your side. If Charlie Green decides to stop talking the shit on some guy he knows nothing about other than what John Hagee tells him and PvP Sean, I'll have a little more respect for him. But so far, to me, he just looks like domestic violence. Oh, good God. Anyways, let me get out of this.
Oh, come on.
If you're on my side, I'm on your side. If Charlie Green decides to stop talking the shit on some guy he knows nothing about other than what John Hagee tells him and PvP Sean.
Was it before or after he said, if Charlie Green decides to stop talking shit? Was it before or after that comment?
Have a little more respect for him. But so far, to me, he just looks like a guy that has nothing going for him in life other than sit in his girlfriend's spare room and bitch about guys on the internet. He's obsessing over me, sadly. Who am I, right? To you guys say I'm a nobody. I live in my mommy's attic. Well, apparently I'm worth enough for him to obsess over for a little while. He's talking shit on me. He's talking shit on Isaac. He's talking shit on Michael. Talking shit on Hot Lips. He's talking shit on so many people. He's a winner in life. Hell yeah.
Oh, I hate his fucking voice.
Go on and hate on me.
Come on.
Oh, your hatred nourishes me, nigga. Your hatred, it nourishes me, man. When I breathe in deep, it feels good. Because I can smell it.
Oh man.
I'm trying.
At the end of the day, man, you all alert.
I must.
At the end of the day, you love when I have you unblocked. You love when I have
I
no
went
box.
back too far.
And I love it too. I do. I know my supporters, some of them do not like when I let everybody in here making fun of everybody and attacking me for just telling it like it fucking is. The truth hurts. I can
Oh
understand
shit.
why they don't,
You know what I had to eat today?
and I can respect that they don't.
What's that?
But
2 mini bags of jalapeno crunchers
I don't
potato
think it'd be
chips.
very fair.
I'm talking like the small
You know?
bags.
I don't
That's
think it'd be
all
very
I've had to
fair at
eat
all if I
all
sit up
freaking
here and
day.
say whatever the hell I want about the Greens against in the West.
Yeah, your stomach's probably
And then
fucked.
as soon as you guys try to come in saying that
I
I
love
beat
those,
my
though.
ex-girlfriend and I
The
steal money
kettle
from my
style
mommy
version.
and I'm a
I love
man
those.
Yeah.
child. And I
Yeah.
right away.
What are
Like,
these?
that wouldn't
What
be
brand are
fair.
these? Oh, these are Meyer brand. I ordered
That
them.
wouldn't be fair at all.
I ordered them
Always on both
through.
Freedom of speech is not welcome on
Instacart.
Guest Mom's live chat, JP. Well, that's further proof I'm not part of Guest Mom.
Right.
I know. Thank you, Tyler. Hater number 72. Appreciate that, brother. Freedom of speech is welcome here. You can call me anything you want. You kind of expose the kind of person you are, the way you act, right? So you can call me anything you want. You can believe anything you want. I'm cool with it. I've come to peace with it. I am now to the point where whoever watches me, whoever doesn't. All right? Whoever wants to be cool with me can be cool with me.
Yeah, I went back way too far.
Just know at the end of the day, I start out having all your backs. I start out having Charlie's back, Michael, Isaac's, all of them.
1041.
Until I see why I can't. I don't start off having Tina Danner's back. No, spite you. No.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. The bitch broke Angry Grandpa's kneecap and then laughed about it.
Yeah, 1041.
She called CPS on Angry Grandpa and told them that he whips his grandkids with chains and he starves them. But she said she was sorry. It's okay, right? But I sit here and call her nothing but a nigger lover. Oh, yeah. And I say, Tina, I'm sorry. I love people of all colors. My favorite singer is Michael Jackson. I said it out of anger. You made me angry because you were telling people that I was interested in things that weren't true. Because you're a piece of shit. So I wanted to say something that would hurt you. And as soon as I said that, I realized I was.
Yeah, I can't do it because
And she said, "Ooh,
let me
damn.
search this.
Yeah, I got it.
What's gonna happen? You're not forgiven."
He's already ended his live stream tonight. The live stream I was looking in, that was from 3 days ago.
Shit.
So he's already ended it, and it's not up, so I can't do it. So if you back out of it, you probably won't be able to get to it anyways.
I just did it. Yeah, I'm out of them. I don't want to watch him anymore anyway. I guarantee you, if he ended his live stream, let me see something here real quick.
If you search on YouTube, Jonathan Haldeman and the Dungeon of Shame, that is that Julie Moon that comes in. That's been coming in the stream.
So is she his mole?
No. I mean, if you watch the video, you kind of get what I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's just somebody.
Oh, was she going off on him?
Huh?
Here's what you need to apologize for. You need to apologize for calling me a slut because I had real world obligations that night to have sex with somebody, and you were just jealous because you didn't get the watch.
Ew.
You should apologize for saying that I was beautiful in the first place when I first came into your stream. You should apologize for leading me on and thinking that you liked me. You should apologize for that time you called me when I got upset because I got catfished. You should apologize for
Wow.
doing all those crazy things and scaring the shit out of me, like what's saying you're going to kill yourself all the time. And you need to apologize for being obsessed over Isaac. You need to apologize for being obsessed over the Greens. And you need to apologize to me for putting me in the fucking Dungeon of Shame. Fuck you!
Was that his ex-girlfriend?
I don't think so. I think that's just a follower of his.
God, what is this fucking dude, man? I'm telling you. See, when I first told you about him, you had no clue who he was and were indifferent with him. And how long has it taken you to get to the point where I'm at with him?
Well, I mean, I had an idea of who he was. I had just never watched any of his stuff. I had heard not Charlie. I had heard probably Charlie too. I had heard Isaac mention his name quite some time. I just didn't know. I actually thought that Planet Randy was JP.
That's one I've never really watched. Was Planet Randy? I heard he's an asshole though.
Oh, I don't know. Somebody shares out when he's live. I'm trying to think of who it was. It seems like it might have been BR Breast that'll share it out when Planet Randy's live.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. But that's who I thought that was. So I didn't even know who JP was.
Right.
Still don't know a lot about what's happened in the past or anything like that. I know him and Isaac went at it pretty hard.
Yeah.
When I first started watching, just recently, the last week or so, I was indifferent on him at first, because I figured I'd give him the benefit of the doubt, let him do his couple streams about, getting away from the drama and all that shit. But it's like it just continued on. It's just nonstop. It's every night. I'm done with the drama, guys. But then it's nothing but drama.
That's all it is. And that's what pissed me off, because that was the main thing he said. Planet Round Ass. What is that called? Planet Randy?
Yeah, Planet Randy. Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking in the wrong place, Tyler. I tried to find it, and he must have ended the stream, and I don't think he re-uploads his streams. So that sucks because I was really looking forward to reporting him for that.
I did. I reported him, but I don't know if it'll do any good.
Well, usually when I report something like that, I like to report it with a timestamp,
Yeah, yeah.
so they know to go right to it. But
Right.
yeah, I should have just went in there and just reported it, and then tried to go back and report it a second time with the timestamp, but I didn't.
It's alright. It worked out.
But I'm sure I'm not the only one that was in there reporting it.
No. Like I said, I know I did it, so. And I'm sure there's a couple other people that probably did too. I would think so, at least. Alright, did that. Oh, there he is. Yeah, this dude is. This dude's something else.
I'm actually surprised, or not surprised. I'm actually subscribed to him only because, and I've said it many times that I will subscribe to anybody from the community, and I'll try to jump in when they're live to try to show support.
Right, yeah. Absolutely.
Now I know I'm looking right now. There's one video that I watched. This video says I watched it, but it's a 2-hour long video, and I know for a fact I didn't watch the whole video.
Right.
Oh, yep. Here we go. He does Farming Simulator 2019 streams, like gameplay streams. I've been in one of those for a few minutes, so I'll try to go in and support anybody. I mean, if it's something that's extremely boring, yeah, I can't spend no 2 hours doing that shit.
Right. Well, he does. He has given Tina a lot of bullshit over the past couple years, and really fucked with her. And just gets her going. You know what I mean? So I've kind of stayed away from some of his shit. Most of his shit, actually. I think I watched one or two little things before. He's just a little crazy, I think, too. So. Yeah, okay.
No
There it
videos
is.
over there. Oh, I think I'm about done for the night.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you if you minded if I cut this down. I'm a little tired again, and I do have to get my boy up for school first thing in the morning. And oh, that's what I was going to ask. Does anybody know anything about this guy before we get off of here? I've caught one or two of his videos, and he was going off on somebody. Well, a couple people. It's listed underneath the hub, and he wears an oxygen tube on his face.
Yeah, I've seen his videos a couple times too. I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
I would have to dig into his channel and watch
Right.
some of his videos to try to
They're-
figure it out.
They're just bored. Like, he just rants about certain things that go on anytime one of the Big Ten goes and does something on here. He'll pick one, he'll go up there and he'll bitch about it and like act like he's involved in it or something, and then you're just kind of like, what? And then he's done, so anyway, I just wondered if you had known anything about it. That was all.
Yeah, I've seen his video a couple times pop up. I think I may have clicked on it once to kind of see what was going on, but I didn't watch the whole thing, and it didn't
Right.
make any sense to me.
Right. But all right, Tyler and Tyler, the Tylers, and well, BR Breast was in here earlier.
Yeah.
It's just the Tylers now, it looks like. And us, guys, I do appreciate you guys once again. And thank you guys for the subs, like I said, and the views are amazing. I thank you guys for that. More than likely, yes, I will be in here again tomorrow. And of course, I will send it through Twitter. But you guys have yourselves a great evening, and we will see you soon.
Hey, good night, everybody.
Good night.